Oh, huh. Hopefully, you can hear me. And if not, well, this would be a little awkward, don't you think? Huh. Sorry about that. Uh, do you really want to hear about my day? I know. You guys are just here to get into the story. And I just want to say thank you for joining us. This is Neon Gore Chronicles. Now, we are a Mage the Ascension campaign. We go by the V5 rules set upon us by the World of Darkness. You know V5, right? Vampire the Masquerade. So if you're familiar with Vampire the Masquerade and well, Werewolf the whatever the fuck the foreigners are about, and Changeling the Disney princess decided to take meth. You know those campaigns. You know World of Darkness. So you should also know that World of Darkness can get very dark. We do welcome you to this. Sit around, have a chat, watch the shenanigans. It's going to be a fun time. However, there might be some blood, gore, drug use, mentions of sex, violence, ritualistic cannibalism, things of that nature. It's going to get dark. Very dark. And if that's just not something you can handle, I understand. Go take a break, take a breather. Come back when you feel like you're not being traumatized. Now, one last caveat. My players are players, actors, performers. Please do not hold the actions of their characters against them. After all, oh, we all make mistakes here and now. Well, with that out of the way, hmm, it seems we have four people here. Oh, wait, I'm getting a message from my assistant, Jenny. Don't worry, Jenny's replacement for Rachel. We fired Rachel last week. I mean, Rachel decided to leave us of her own free will, and we did not throw her out the window and also fire her out of canon. The transition was hard on all of us, especially on Rachel. Anyways, we begin our story. Hmm. I can't actually see where we're beginning our story. Let me see. Let me find out for you. Should be somewhere here. Oh. Oh. Now I found it. Where we last left. We left our soft boy, Kiera. Kiera was asked to do a deal, a very deadly one. One involving the assassination of two mages. One not so familiar but has a connection to someone of his cabal, but another one actually a member of his cabal. He's been, well, hasn't been told exactly who he's supposed to be taking out as far as that guy is concerned, but I mean, he was never really that important. The names, the connections, they get fuzzy after a while. But we see Kiera back in the locker room putting their stuff on as a figure. It's nonchalantly, kind of, sort of, not really watching them from the other side of the room. We can't see their face, but what's more important is the azure flame tattooed on the back of their neck. Kira, you are in a very weird circumstance. You don't normally go to bathhouses, and certainly not a bathhouse by yourself.
And for sure not a bathhouse that they know is full of vampires.
Yeah, vampires, mages. There might be a werewolf. There might be a changeling. You don't know. You're still getting the hang of Saint's weird crowd or connections.
Yeah, they're not exactly the people that Kiera would be around, but I suppose that's what makes them useful.
Yeah. Um, Give me wits and awareness difficulty of 3.
That is a success.
Yes, that is very much a Rachel. Oh my god, Rachel, I need you to do the
Success.
Rachel. I swear, I really gotta hire new people. So yes, that is very much a success. So, on across the room, uh, it takes you a little bit of a moment to recognize them. Maybe they're looking at you, maybe they're not. Uh, but after a while, you can very clearly see that there's a young man spying on you from across the room.
They're not good people. They're probably gonna assume. No, not even probably. They're gonna assume that this is someone who maybe finds their particular body type appealing. Um, and immediately their whole face is gonna light up like a cherry, and they're gonna, try and finish putting up their clothes as quickly as possible and leave.
Okay. Um, yeah. As you're taking off, you get one last glimpse of this person. Um, Now that you look at them, very pale individual with short cropped red hair. Um, for some reason, you notice that he's wearing a pair of sunglasses. Uh, he kind of darts back into the other part of the locker room. And you can tell this individual was well built, but also has a slight sickliness to him. You look over and you see another individual that kind of looks similar to him, but without all the sickly consonants to him, and also not wearing a pair of sunglasses for some reason. You think, oh, twins? Question mark. But they both go in opposite directions. Uh,
Fucking vampires. Kira doesn't have the greatest track record with the members of the Vampire Society, so they are more likely to go, I have a meeting, I'm supposed to go meet up with the others. I told them to go meet with the chick who survived the drug experience the other night, and I need to go meet with them.
yeah.
More as a sort of denying the fact that someone was obviously spying on them than a rational thought. Like, they're 100% in denial about it.
Okay. So you do. You put on clothes and you go out the exit. And that's when you notice a few things. Um, for a connection where there's supposed to be so many vampires, you see a lot of breathing folk.
Hmm. But, I mean, I guess vampires have to get their food somehow.
Yeah, you think so, but there's something. And you can give me wits and insight if you want to push further, but there's something on the tip of your tongue, on the back of your neck. Something's just like off. Something weird, strange happening.
Threw it out there, and that was 4 successes. I don't know what that'll get me for sure.
Oh, you wrote it?
Yep.
Okay. 4 successes is enough. You you push further and look into it, and you notice you don't see where they could possibly be feeding. And the reason why you could possibly think that is because you see that there's a lot of open space here. Except maybe in the back rooms, but you can imagine what is happening back there. You think they might be feeding back there, but no, there's too many humans here. And in fact, there's a lot more people in here than you thought there would be before.
Well, it is approaching the end of the workday. I mean, it would make logical sense at the very least.
You just go, you shake the feeling, and then that's when you realize a few of them are taking something. You can see it. You can see the effects. They're a lot more celebratory. Seeing a few things. Some of them are acting a lot more giddy. You're starting to see that effect from the other night.
Yeah, I definitely recognize that. Um, and Saint is very busy doing things of a morally questionable nature.
Yeah, you don't know.
I remember where they went off and what they said they were not doing. But
Yeah,
knowing Saint, usually when they say they're not doing something, it means they are.
yeah. I mean, Saint calls himself Saint, but at this point, that could mean anything.
Well, I mean, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Um, seeing that and then seeing that they were being spied on is going to be wheels are going to start turning. You can see the factories start turning over in their head. Are they like getting it from somewhere? Is there like is there somewhere I could obviously pick out where they're grabbing this stuff, or are they just kind of showing up and taking it?
From where you're standing, you're just seeing them taking it. You don't see who's passing it out or where they're directly getting it from.
You're just gonna break some bathhouse taboos. Still clothes. They had already managed to put on at the very least most of their clothes, but at this point they kind of don't care that they're mostly clothes. They're going to go like not full sprint, but definitely like range walk quick. They're moving with a purpose. And they're going to go towards the last direction that they saw Xavier going.
Okay.
And they're gonna try and like if there's doors, they're gonna be knocking on them. Like they want to find Xavier and be like, hey, that fucking drug is being passed out in your bathhouse and people are taking it right now.
Yeah. What type of role would that be? Hmm. So how exactly are you doing this? Yeah, walk me through it.
I mean, they would be fairly methodical about it. They would, uh, utilizing their phenomenal memory, they would, go back to the bathtub they were at, and then remember that Xavier got out and went X direction because me, the player, didn't write it down and I don't remember it. And they're just going to go that direction and hope either them being fully clothed in an area that you shouldn't be, or one of the rooms or areas that they run into, they're able to find Xavier or Saint. They keep an eye out for them, but uh, they aren't for sure the kind of sway Saint would have to be able to get people to stop.
Okay, so and you're not trying to be stealthy about this.
Oh no, they're being very methodical. It's like watching a computer run through its programming, you know. It
Okay.
it they are doing exactly what their mind is telling them to. They're not good with people, not good at doing the stealth thing. They are just hunting down, and anyone they see that looks like they have some air of authority, they're saying, "Do you know where Xavier is?"
So you do that. That's not even difficult, and I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You go down that hall that you were looking for Xavier. You're pounding on a few doors. You don't really get any answers. You pound on a couple of more. You see one guy, relatively older, but still very muscular, kind of peek out with a towel on and kind of look down at you. Can I help you, kid? Got in the middle of something.
You know where Xavier's at?
No, I don't know where Xavier is at.
Alright, cool.
He kind of slams the
Thumbs up
door.
and march. Yeah, he just thumbs up and marches off.
You keep doing that, and you've disturbed a few people. Um, After a while, you finally get a response from from two very larger individuals, very stacked, and they tower over you. Oi, cat boy.
You know where? Do you know where Xavier's at?
Why do you need to know?
Um, because I saw some people taking a particular drug that is known to kill people in your bathhouse.
Be more specific than that. There's a bunch of fucking drugs that can kill you.
It's this new shit that the Half-Bloods are putting out.
Half new shit. Half bloods.
Thin Bloods. Thin Bloods. That was the term.
Oh, thin bloods. One of them, like the gears are turning in one of their heads, and the other one's just like, oh, forget it. Oh, kid, it could be anything. That could be anything. They make a thing every month. It's like a new thing.
It's the same shit that happened at Leather and Lace Night the other night.
Oh.
You two gentlemen look like you might have been there.
No, why the fuck would I go to that? Sounds boring.
Hired security? No, Scott's not that competent.
Alright. He kind of just like...
Anyway.
Alright, I'll let Jesse know. Xavier's talking to someone. He's in a meeting. Meeting, yeah.
Wasn't Jessie the bartender girl?
Jessie is not the bartender girl.
Okay. I was like, the name sounds familiar. Kiera would be kind of like, it's happening now, so it would behoove you to move quickly, please?
Alright. Chad, go call Winston and go check on to see if those fuckers are taking a bunch of weird shit. Like, don't necessarily throw them out unless one of them is selling some shit. But, like, yeah. And you just see, out of almost thin air, two people arrive behind them and dart towards the direction that you came from.
Were those your people?
Yeah. Uh, yeah, they pretty much hang around here.
Okay.
Well, not in the rooms. They're not watching. I think of them as just like shadow
Okay.
security. Okay. All right. I'll let Xavier know that you had a concern.
All right. That's at least the most I can ask for.
All right. Last thing. Could you please not make a bunch of fucking noise and disturbing the guests here?
Apologies. I was trying to alert somebody of a
Yeah,
potential
yeah.
hazard.
Listen. Great job, Boy Scout. Very much cool. Great. You do you. This is kind of the place that really doesn't frown upon the taking of party favors. So
I understand that.
yeah.
I was just simply trying to do a good thing. If you're done with me, I will go ahead and leave.
Oh, yeah, no, I got you. And you just see him hammer out on one of the doors, and it pops open, and you see that it's the exit. Weirdly enough.
Well, that's mighty convenient.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck off, kid.
Alrighty then. And they'll go ahead and, especially if they're already, if they manage to get fully clothed and they weren't only partially, they will just go ahead and leave.
Yeah, it's not a problem. It's warm out. Let's see. You can feel summer slowly creeping up. You leave, but no problems. Uh, you look down at your watch. It's not too late. Still in the early PMs.
Uh, they would pull out their phone and attempt to contact Nix. Wouldn't reach out to Scott, but they would try and give Nix a call and let him know that, their meeting's done, that they're on the way. I believe we said we were meeting up at the club, Scott's Club, I believe.
The meeting, so the individual that they're meeting with, you guys split up. You were meeting
They were
with.
on campus, but I think we set up to meet after the meetings at Scott's Club.
Yes. Uh,
Yeah.
you don't get. You go straight to voicemail.
They'll leave a voicemail, send a text message, and proceed as, their kind of last instructions. Needing to clear their head a little bit and process everything, they're probably going to walk most of the way if it's not too far.
Yeah. It's not too far, but the camera pans away from you in this long, full but lonely part of town. Um, you're walking towards Scott Club. It's not too far. But the camera is still lingering with you just for a moment as it fades back up, leaving you Kiera, as a dot. And for you, audience, you watch the camera flash through a bunch of different city lights, down corners and alleyways, through cul-de-sacs. We also see people taking the trolley, and we get to the campus where a Scott and a Nyx appears. Uh, you two are making your way through campus. Have either of you ever been to the university before?
I don't think Scott has any reason to have been there.
And for you, Nyx, apparently there's a veil of silence around you, or you just muted yourself. I don't know.
Don't worry. That was
It's
just
the cone of silence.
that was just magic doing its thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Magic doing the thing.
I would say maybe. I mean, Mix has done stuff for colleges for fashion design and textile departments, but that's rare and in between. Usually people go to their master for that.
Yeah. For you, Nyx, you do recognize this campus because you have followed Finch's early career life. You know that he got his doctorate in engineering here.
They just kind of look around. Why would Finch go here? All right. You know who we're supposed to be meeting?
We're supposed to be looking for that Lisa Bonds girl, right?
Yeah. Do we have a general location here?
I figure we just start asking people. Intimidating college students.
Right. Maybe before we go full good cop, bad cop, or, just good person, bad person, because, we're not cops. Maybe we could try a different approach.
What have you got in mind?
If they were at that club the other night, and if they survived it, and they partook of the drug, maybe there's some sort of trail.
Maybe.
Think here.
How would we... Is it possible that he might be able to use, his life magic to focus in on her location in some way? I don't know.
That would more be in the realm of correspondence.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, it'd be a little bit more difficult because you don't have anything that you could focus on.
Right.
You have a vague image of her from what you remember from your brief interaction, but it's not like you've known her for forever. She's been a bestie. You've had contact before.
Yeah, no.
Be very difficult, and light can only get you so far. It would just spark up to everything around you. So
That's what I figured.
Probably not.
I thought it can't hurt to ask, but
But if you have Streetwise, I will say you can use Wits and Streetwise. Just be difficulty of 4.
I can do that. Let's see here. The difficulty of 4 is gonna make this difficult. Oh, hey, that's 4 successes.
That is 4 successes. So
Success.
as a success, the camera pans and shifts. It shows the two of you looking around. Nyx, you look at Scott as he is almost feeling like he's in his element. You see him talking to a few students. He's looking around possible places that students would go to hang out, especially a party girl like her. And he finds his way to what is lovingly called Frat Row. They're technically not frat houses, but frat sororities usually rent out a certain house and claim it as theirs. But this is not the type of campus that usually has those big monumental frat houses due to events that no one wants to talk about.
Yeah.
But you get to one, and you get to Delta Phi Alpha. It's a regular house. You see a few young ladies lounging about, talking. A few gentlemen coming in and trying to woo a few of them. You look around. It's not a party, it's more of a kickback, but you can see slowly more students coming through. One of which, in the far corner, is Lisa Bond. Young Asian lady with long black hair. She's kind of wearing the matching dresses that all of them have on. Uh, she's laughing with a few of what looks to be like her sorority mates.
And we recognize her, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even with your brief interaction, it's
Yeah.
pretty much easy, especially since she was with that group of girls. The one especially who went, ew, when she first saw you.
God.
Makes
Painful
it weird.
memories.
Puts a hand on Scott's shoulder.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Or something real quick.
He's already not liking this. It's just,
Hold
now
these.
now he remembers. Now he remembers.
They just hold out a pair of sunglasses. Keep these safe from you real quick.
Grabs them, tries not to crush them in his hand.
They take out some scrap fishing line and they start making kind of like a moderation variation of like cat's cradle between their fingers. This is supposed to be 45 degrees to the ring finger and then 65 to the thumb. And if I fuck this up, then Professor Volligan will never let me hear the end of it. Aha! Got it. And they've made kind of like, not really a tunnel, but sort of like some sort of knotwork. And they're going to use that to activate Prime 1. And they just want to check Lisa. Are they human or are they something else?
Okay, see you. Yeah, go ahead and make that roll for me.
Roger that. Alright, Prime 1, RT2. Don't worry, guys. This is going to be totally fine.
You got this.
And what's difficulty?
Difficulty, actually, if you're trying to look and see if they're human or not, this would be difficulty of 2. You're trying to look for certain energies about this person.
Guys, we got this. Just barely, but we got this. Success.
Yeah, that is definitely a... Rachel. It's a
Always
success. I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to fire her. I mean, have a talking with her because we love everyone who works here.
You should hire Shannon to be your technology.
Listen, we tried hiring. It's a long story. They're still mad at me about the whole threatening to ritually sacrifice them to make sure that the show would go on. It's a thing. It's a long thing, but it's a thing. Oh, what's that? Oh, we're still on the air and I'm talking about this. It's not my fault.
Don't worry, audience. You'll be fine.
You do. And you can tell that she's definitely a human. In fact, you even recognize the fact that not only is she a human, but, well, she's kind of average. There's nothing magical about her. There's still, like, hints of whatever that drug was that's still lingering on her. But you can't see if it's biological or if it's magical. It's kind of hard to suss out.
That's her. She's got the drug on her. I can't tell what the fuck that is on her, but that's definitely our target.
Excellent. So we
And
go and
when
grab her, right?
No, mother, and they like, Scott, come here. Just, darling, babe, sweets, tons, come here. We are not 2 men, but 2 mask-presenting people coming to a sorority party that nobody knows. All right? We already have crosshairs.
Okay.
For good reason.
I mean, for good reason. You're right. You make a fine point.
So, let's play
Okay.
this casually.
All right, I'll try.
And you actually, you know how you can really try? Go get a couple drinks.
I can do that.
Excuse me.
Do that.
Do not drink them. Just go get them and come back.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I gotta interrupt you about your scene. Check camera 4. There's nothing in camera 4. What's happening in camera 4? Oh, well, let me just check. Oh, you guys are always panicking about something. What is happening on camera 4?
Sure, things are going completely fine.
Nothing can go wrong. What is happening? I feel like you guys are panicking about something. There's nothing on camera 4. I would know if there was something there. Yes, I've heard you. I've heard you guys shout about this a long time ago. All right. Sorry about that. If you could keep trying to tell me that there's something happening on camera 4, but I don't see anything and I don't see anyone. I swear. Hopefully someone's not trying to pull a fast one on us. We begin again. You two are still trying to suss out what is happening on your ends. Scott, you just prevented Scott from what might be misconstrued as a potential kidnapping, abduction, and possible trafficking. 2 individuals kind of walk past as they hear you have this conversation, and they don't look at you directly, but they keep walking very, very quickly.
Yeah, he's just going to go and do exactly as Nick suggested, which was to go grab a couple of beers. And so he's heading to wherever that might be. If he doesn't immediately find some available beer cans or bottles, he's going to start asking where he can get some beer. So, looking about as much as he might fit in, to a scene like this.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Because how old are you, Scott?
That's approaching... Yeah, he's in his late 20s, He's approaching that 30 mark.
Yeah. And you know what they say about those college students that, have stayed in college far too longer than supposed to? And they start mingling with kids? Yeah. Huh. I'm sorry. I'm getting an alert that we're getting another interruption. There's a young woman on my screen? Okay, fine. Fine. I will go to screen 4. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, Rachel, no, you were correct. There is a woman on my screen. Are you guys doing this? Rachel?
Maybe we thought that with things going on, there's no problem with having an extra benefit to your side.
Excuse me, Rachel, what happened? You added... Wait a minute. You went into the void and you added a 4th person? That's why this person has been showing up? Fine. Apparently, Rachel wants me to go and acknowledge this new person because she is the herald of Dionysus? What the... Wait, no, we're not starting the stream again. You can't have us start the stream... No, it's fine. Listen, we're not doing 4 people, okay? All right? We just can't. And we're not restarting the screen. I swear to God, Rachel, if you start the screen... Tiffany. She's wonderful. She's amazing. She's awesome. We love her. Tiffany. Dear God, why? Can I get on with? Oh, we still got two more seconds of this. She's a dreamer. She's a superstar. She's a pop star. A rocker. She's beautiful. She's Tiffany. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. We've done it. We done. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Enough. While my three other heroes are out and about trying to solve the recent mysteries that are happening in the city, we wake up with a new face. Tiffany, you don't know the surroundings. When you open your eyes and the camera looks from your perspective, an apartment that has a few of that elements of grunge, something that was beginning during your time, but you never saw it flourish. You see this being an industrial apartment. Um, you know you're lying on a couch made of leopard print and fleece and leather. It's gaudy, but it's the type of gaudy that you remember partying on. Nothing that you would really like, but a few of your more rocker friends would probably have lounged about doing God knows what on this couch. And that's when you turn to realize, you think, how long have I been asleep? Next door, you hear a loud, rocking, angry guitar and people singing.
Alright, here we go again. Doesn't matter that I don't know what happened last night.
You look in the mirror and you see your reflection wearing the same outfit that you had on the other night that you could barely remember.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. You look and give me intelligence and technology, difficulty of 3. As we see Tiffany rocking back and forth, bouncing her head to this not so much angry, but faux anger music being played.
Intelligence and technology. Okay. That's a whole 2 dice pool.
Yeah,
1 success.
Failure.
yeah, you look over and you're trying to figure out what this device is on the table next to the mirror. You look over and there's a lot of different machinery. There's a bunch of different stuff on this table that you don't recognize.
Well, isn't that interesting? What does this do? I'll start pressing buttons everywhere.
You press a few buttons and nothing seems to happen. You see a screen and you're just thinking, what is this? And you hear the sound of shuddering, like a picture's been taken. And then you look, you kind of startle when you see your face on the screen.
Fabulous.
You still look fabulous, but more startled fabulous.
I mean, that was really cool. I don't know what happened. I must have passed out for a long time.
You start to hear the phone ring, or what you think is a phone, and you kind of look around to see where it could possibly be.
Hey, when I find it, I'll pick it up.
Uh, you look around, and then you see that it's the device in your hand that's going off.
Start pressing everywhere.
Yeah, you start pressing everywhere. Hello? Hello?
Tiffany residence. Whom am I speaking with?
Who the fuck is Tiff?
Who the fuck is Tiffany? You'll find out.
Hi.
I mean, I hope you will.
So, apparently we got a new person coming in. Rachel? Why did you put on alerts? What do you mean I need more followers for my failing show? Let me have the scene. God damn it, Rachel. We're back into the scene again. Tiff, are you Scott's girlfriend?
I'm nobody's girlfriend. Can I be your girlfriend?
No, listen,
Wanna go out sometime?
no,
No.
no. I have a boyfriend.
Uh,
Yeah,
could be a reason.
yeah. Quick question, where's Scott?
Who's that?
He kind of runs that building that you picked up the phone for. Is he dead?
I know lots of Scotts, but like, which Scott?
Travers?
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, so he might be dead. Okay, well, I decided to call the secret phone, but he left the secret phone there. Wait a minute. Wait, what did you say your name was?
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Oh, okay. Listen, Tiffany, I don't know if you're one of his girls, one of his friends, whatever. If you see Scott, tell him that he owes those guys 250,000.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Scotty's in trouble. Been there.
Yeah, he's definitely in trouble. Okay, listen, it's very important that you let him know. Also make sure that he sends out an email, that he sends a bunch of emails out to the vendors and also to that lawyer dude, and also
It's
to the
really
boss.
boring. How do I hang this up?
Yeah, you look at the phone and you just trying to press a bunch of buttons. Eventually,
Goodbye.
he gets cut off and you hang up. And you look back and you stare at yourself in the mirror. You are as pretty as you can remember. But you look at a calendar next to the mirror. And you kind of squint. And it says, the year is 2025.
Oh. Well, that makes more sense. I just thought I was coming down from something. I could still be, you know.
Give me resolve and composure, difficulty of 3.
Man, that's not her strong suit.
Oh, it's fine. She'll get it. I mean, failure's not that bad.
Oh, 3 successes.
Success.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. What is success? Some of the memories of the other night kind of peer in. You remember your girls, basically your backup band members, the boys you guys were hanging out with. You remember partying. Yeah. You took a few things and you met up with Maxwell. You know how boring Maxwell is. Him in that suit and tie and that briefcase. And he was telling you about the dangers of magic. There's a bunch of guys after you, the technocracy. It was boring. You hated hearing all of that. God, he's so boring. And then you remember fireworks? Or something like that. You remember you guys, you were partying with you were partying with someone. The name doesn't ring a bell. But you knew he was important. He was cute. Hot even. Not as hot as you, but he was hot. And then everything else is a blank.
Well, someone did me dirty. Or could be a blessing. You never know.
You hear a knock on the door. Hello? Hello?
I'll open it like really quickly.
Oh,
Hi.
hi.
What can I do for you? What can I do you for?
You see a gentleman wearing a shirt and tie and harness, has slick back hair, very tan skin, and he looks tired. Looks like hasn't slept in 4 days, maybe 5. He just a little startled when he sees you.
You look rough, dude.
It's been a long week, and the last 2 days have been even worse.
I can't have that.
Yeah. Have you seen Scott? I haven't seen him come in. I thought he'd be in this apartment.
I am so excited to meet this Scott guy. Because I have no idea who that is.
Right. And how did you get in here? Wait.
I woke up.
And he takes a few steps back. Did the apartment get bigger? We pan away from Tiffany, the star. Oh my god. No, I'm not reading the script. Fine, we'll do it one more time. One more time, okay? We pan away from Tiffany, the star. She's beautiful. She's hot. She's everything you're not. Tiffany's great. She's amazing. She's a star. She's beautiful. She's Tiffany. And sadly, we have to go away from Tiffany. The camera pans away from Tiffany just for a brief moment, just to go and show off the more boring characters of this story. They're not as great as Tiffany, but we do have to give them time because that's what we have to do. Till we show you again, Tiffany. Okay, I did the thing. Alright, I did the thing. Producers, please do not get upsetty spaghetti with me. We pan back over to Nyx. And we pan over to Scott. You two were still, when we last left you, trying to figure out how to approach this young woman by the name of Lisa Bond. Scott, I need you to give me charisma and what is this? What would be good for mingling with college students? Charisma and let me see. What do you have that would work? Again, charisma streetwise? Difficulty of 3?
I'm going to go with charisma streetwise.
Yeah.
He's got charisma and streetwise all day long, and college students like to get into all kinds of illegal things.
Yeah, illegal things? Difficulty 3. Yeah.
All right. 3 successes. He's got what they need.
Yeah, you definitely got what they need and what they
Success.
want. So, Nyx, as you're about to pull Scott away, you see him kind of mingle over to a couple of them. He, for some reason, looks like he's in his element.
That's
He's
right.
talking to a few of them. Um, Even like acting, acting like their age, which is both alarming but also not surprising at the same time. Um, do you directly go over to Lisa, or do you try to mingle and slowly go over? That's up to you, Scott.
Oh,
Don't don't worry, y'all. Magic just had me muted for a second.
so he's just going to mingle. He doesn't have the Scott doesn't have the impression that he's invited over to where Lisa is yet, according to the plan that Nick set forth. So he's pulling off the job that he's currently on. So in spectacular fashion. So he's currently talking about all kinds of mixed drinks and drugs on the side that are popular among the cooler students, and all kinds of opportunities at clubs that are available to students in need of jobs at places that are much cooler than this.
Oh my god, he's treating it like a job fair.
He is. And, you watch him pretty much know who to talk to and where to go. And Nick's, we watch the camera follow you, because this is your perspective of watching him do this. That is until you get stopped by an individual. Hey, bro.
Only a bro on Tuesdays, but what can I do for you?
Okay. Aren't you in Stanford's what is this? Stanford's IT big course?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, I thought I recognized you. We had group assignments, and I thought you were sitting in the same row as us.
You said he was IT?
IT 150, beginner course.
What's the assignment?
Something about Googling, proper way to Google research. Stuff that, like, you're really supposed to just give boomers. I don't know why the fuck we have to take it. Like, any Google things is fine. Like, even Wikipedia is fine. Then making us take the course. Like, I know, you gotta go to the second tab to find everything. Alright? And there's nothing else on other tabs.
I'll tell you what, I can put you in contact with someone that I think could be a great tutor for you, but I just need a quick favor.
What?
They point to Lisa. What's her favorite drink?
I don't know. I think she's drinking everything and anything, to be honest.
You know what? Fair enough. And they pull out their phone and they give out Kieran's number. Just give them a call or a text. Just tell them Nick sent you and that you just need some help with the tech assignment. They are great. Sorry. They are great at what they do. They will get you fixed right up.
And he's stammering as you're, like, handing off this random phone number to him. He just, alright, fuck it, I guess. Maybe they can do this time for me. I really don't give a shit. You walk past and give me what's in awareness difficulty of 4.
I got this. Awareness. I love how I say I got this, and every time I'm reminded that I have paradox.
Yeah, you
Don't worry,
have
guys.
paradox.
Oh god.
Well, I got something.
Well, you got something alright. And for our audience, what Nick's got was
Paradoxal failure.
paradoxal failure. Well, you know what? I'll let you just see what happens. Nick's, tell me, success or failure?
Nyx is really driven to succeed tonight, so successes.
Okay. Roll for me your paradox.
Guys, don't worry. This time, it's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
This time,
This time.
it's gonna be fine.
No problem.
It's not the finest. That's one success.
One success.
It's not terrible.
Audience reference, if Scott ever says something is not terrible, that means absolutely most certainly is. And you should be running for the hills because someone is about to go off a nuclear bomb.
So, this is what happens. As the other two go off. So you can remove two of those paradoxes. So we watch as Nyx, you're fashionable, right?
The most fashionable.
The most fashionable. But as you're walking through here, and you're making this long, almost model stride, you step on your jacket, and it rips, and you end up tumbling over in front of a couple of people. You try to catch yourself, but you hit what looks to be like the DJ booth, and it goes off. The music is just, it's a loud record scratch. And everyone is just looking at you.
The crickets. You know what? I can work. And, we just got rid of that paradox, but we're gonna do a little bit of magic.
So, kids, this is definitely a Mage game, where whenever you get fucked up by magic, you decide to use magic to go back and try to fix it. It'll probably go just fine. What are you trying to do next in this one moment?
Nyx has all eyes on them, which means they don't have to, fiddle with anyone to get their attention. That part's already been done. Plus, they never really enjoyed Mind Sphere. It just seems really weird to them. They need to turn the attention from, oh, who is that, to, oh, who's that? And the best way to do that is with a quick little outfit modification. So they're going to look at the rip in their jacket, just shrug, rip a strip off to make it an asymmetrical, kind of rough, grungy hem, put it back on, and they're going to use Matter 1, Forces 2. They want the light to hit this jacket to make it seem dark, oil-like sheen, mysterious, the most interesting outfit out of anyone here, just from how the light is playing off of it. This is an outfit this isn't the expensive kind of dress. This is the unique kind of thing where you go, I need to know who made this, or I need to know where I can buy it.
Okay, that's not a problem. In fact, that's difficulty of 2.
Alright, so Forces 2 is the largest sphere, RT2.
And I just want to say, just want to remind you, you are doing this in public.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta roll the dice and just take the chance. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So,
Scott, you're infecting me.
this is very much a...
Failure. Oh, that is Jen affecting you.
Yeah, no, that is a failure. Well, you know what could have solved this? Had you have just had Tiffany, Tiffany could have solved this for you. Tiffany's great. Tiffany's wonderful. Tiffany, great at everything. Yeah, but unfortunately you don't have Tiffany, and this is not that type of show. So, you go to do this. And with that, it definitely does not work, but Paradox hits you. this hit you for, let's see. It was 2. What was the highest fear that you used for this?
Forces 2.
Forces 2. And you did this in public. In public view. So let me just
Remember what I was talking about? Rolling those dice.
Yeah, you definitely didn't roll those dice. So that is a failure. So if the effect was vulgar with witnesses, the paradox can be catastrophic. This is 2 points each dot in the highest sphere that you're using. So use 2, so that'd be 4. You got 4 paradox. And it's like being shot in the back of the head. You can feel this. This hurts. But not as painful as the fact that you just cut the music out, ripped your best jacket, and everyone is still staring at you, now wondering what it is that you're trying to do. And finally, you just hear a girl go, "Oh my god, if you can just leave, that would be great."
You know what? Will do. And
Just leave.
they just kind of start beating a slow retreat to the exit. It's just like cursing themselves out. God, I made it the right fucking angle. Where the fuck did that not work? I am going to. Oh, I practiced that so many fucking times in class. Okay.
And you just hear someone doing a slow clap for some reason. And just hear, no, Steven, no. Steven, this is not the moment for a slow clap. This is not the moment for a slow clap. And they look at you,
For a slow clap.
bye. Just wave you off. Scott,
Bye.
you watch this. Do you try to
Yeah.
stop them, or do you just continue to mingle?
It's ugly. It's really bad. And
Yeah,
and,
it's
and
bad.
halfway through that, Scott wanted to go over and help Nix, but then stopped because he figured Nick's got this, like he's seen Nix do some fabulous things. So like he figured it's all going to be all right, and it really wasn't. So he's kind of just going to continue doing his thing and trying to make himself as popular as possible right now, so that everybody wants to get to know him, and that hopefully Lisa comes over and wants to know more about Scott Travers.
Sure. Charisma and performance difficulty of 2.
Okay.
You trying to win over the attention of a college student.
I got this.
Yes.
I do have this. There we go. Critical success.
Yeah, that is a
Critical success.
for wooing college students. It's fine. It's
Scott's
fine.
on fire. Let's give him a round of applause. He's on fire.
Yeah, that's not a problem for you. So you go ahead and do this. And you walk over, you are mingling, talking about classes that you have definitely not had. And
Oh, yeah.
eventually you get over to Lisa, who is wearing her white sorority dress. She's looking at you, she kind of waves.
Hey,
Hi.
how you doing?
Doing great.
You got a great setup here. Great group. I've been
Thanks.
getting to know them.
Right. Do I know you?
Probably not, but
You
you
familiar.
should. I
should.
am. I'm a kind of a big name in the neighborhood. I just got a new club down the street and everything, and just opening up and looking for some some the right people to help me run the show there.
The club.
Yeah.
No,
This is an opportunity.
What club?
Oh, it's a new one. Actually, we haven't even gotten the name up yet. It's brand new, ready to open the doors next week. It's going to be all the rage.
Scott, I know you lie as much as you breathe, but in this one moment, manipulation and subterfuge, difficulty of two.
Okay, got this.
Sure.
That's a total failure.
Yeah, that is definitely a
Failure.
As, first of all, she looks at you, right, she's very confused, because you're not selling this at all, that you're opening up a new club when the audience can watch the flashback as it shows the many failures that you've accomplished in the last month, and not just last month, but in the last 2 days alone have been catastrophic. But she kind of just nods along with it. Oh, alright. Cool. Well, if you didn't need it, me and my girls, we have something we gotta go do, so I'll see you around, I guess. And she starts to walk off.
Is there a way he can? He'd like to try to persuade her to, give him a second chance, or to hear him out, just his pitch, and because he's going to try to say that, he's heard good things about her from friends, and thinks she'd be a good fit for this position. He's gonna try to push the charisma a little bit more than the manipulation.
Okay. For him to do that, push the charisma part of this, it's gonna be charisma and persuasion difficulty of 3, actually, because while everyone else is impressed by your schmoozing, not so much for someone that this seems to be her wheelhouse.
Yeah. But he's going to succeed. That's 4 successes.
Yeah. So you tell me
Success.
what it is you tell her that is so... that will change her life.
Oh.
Get her to stop.
Where to begin? Like, this isn't like an established club that she's going to have to work her way up through. Like, this is a club where she's going to be the star of. Like, she is going to have her own piece of this club. It's going to be, there's a future here that is unlike, something, like the Neon Drip or whatever. That this is a brand new opportunity, and she is going to be connected to famous people inside the city through this club, like Vincent Vaughn, Nick Savant, like other people that are all in on this venture, and that are. This is the secret. This is the worst kept secret in the city right now. So he's like, it doesn't sound like much right now, but this is really truly an opportunity for someone like her.
Okay. So Scott tells this young college girl the chance to be featured in his very not shady bar and club. This does not sound like a weird proposition at all, whatsoever. No, definitely sounds legit. And she does, for some odd reason, give you a chance after hearing this proposal. But as you continue to talk with this young woman, you recognize the face. The face of a young woman who immediately sees you. She starts smiling. Hi, Lisa. Hi. And the audience can just hear the hard, very loud silence as she looks at you.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's almost as if it's there's this intense feeling, and we watch as she goes in slow motion. Just ew, 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 ew. Oh my God, ew. No, ew. Not in this life, not happening, not ever, not in your dreams, not in your nightmare, not in heaven or in hell. She grabs Lisa and she starts walking off. Oh, yeah, that was this guy. No. Oh my God, he was a loser from that club the other night. Um, oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, he was trying to get me to work as, I don't know, maybe a call girl for his. Oh my God. She kind of turns her back, looks at you guys. And she keeps walking off. Um, you look over.
Your
And
loss. Fine, your loss.
you
You know.
see Nix from the other side of the fence, who has kind of walked off after also gotten their own beratement from a bunch of college students of similar age. And Nix, the magic has muted you once more.
Man, magic is just really messing with me tonight. But you know, look, sometimes you have your successful nights, other times you have to fail. Chaos and all of that, it just demands variability. That's the word, yes. You can tell that which one's my dump stat from that.
Yeah, your plans did not go off like you wanted to. Scott, you kind of realize that you never got to approach Lisa with the actual subject that needed to be talked about, specifically who she bought the drugs from.
Right.
And Nix, from this angle, you can just see it on his face. He fucked up.
Yeah. You know, one of her friends showed up and totally ruined my pitch.
Did we get any information?
No. It wasn't for the. It wasn't for that bitch. I would have had that information. She was eating right out of my hand. Then it was fine. But no. Everything was good. Everything was fine. And now it's not. So, sorry about that. And I'm sorry
tonight.
about your coat. That's awful.
I can mend it or make a new one. It'll be a mask. I can just. It's fine. And they say that with a voice that's like, no, that's not fine at all. But so we came here, got embarrassed in public, and have learned nothing.
Yeah.
Scott, do you tell Nix that you didn't directly ask that? What you exactly?
No,
asked?
He was gearing up to ask. He didn't think he would just come right out at first and ask. So, yeah, he's going to say that he didn't get a chance to ask, which is really the truth. You know that he wasn't able to actually. He was just about to do it, and then everything went sideways. And that's the truth. That's the honest truth. He wasn't able to actually ask.
Scott, I was asked to leave more than several minutes ago. What fuck were you talking about then?
She's a difficult girl to get through to. I mean, this is not as easy as it looks. And that's
Clearly.
saying something because I felt like I was doing pretty well in there. So, yeah, it's just, it's fine. It's just a little bit of a bump, it's just a little bit of a setback. We can always pretend that we actually are cops. I like that idea, right? Good cop, bad cop. And we can say that we know all about the drugs and that she needs to tell us and that we're not great at masquerading as what we just tried to be. And really, we're undercover. I think that would go over great.
Hold up. Is that your phone?
I don't think so. He looks around. He tries to feel for his jacket and everything.
You feel for your jacket and you realize your regular phone is not there.
Yeah. Is there another phone there?
Nix checks their jacket.
Nix, your phone isn't going off, but you realize your signal is off. Did you off your phone?
Hello?
Both of you give me wits and awareness difficulty of 2.
You got it. Don't worry, guys. I've got this. It's totally fine. Two successes.
Success.
Got it.
Very much a success. You guys both walk around, and Scott, you can find an exit from where you're standing unless the fence and walk right on out. Not a problem. But you guys both see a telephone wire lead down the long wooden fence into what looks to be like the bushes, and sitting next to the bushes is a table and a corded phone.
Media.
Are
You answer this one.
Okay.
And Nix is gonna wait for them to answer it, and while they're doing that, they will be doing magic, but I will let the conversation happen first.
Scott picks up. Scott Travers.
Hi. This is
Hey.
the voice from the void. We're looking for... Oh, you said you're Scott Travers?
That's me, the one and only.
Oh, cool. Your world is going to end soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of suck as a person. That's what we were supposed to tell you. Also, he says, don't think you've been let off the hook.
Is there anything useful besides a lot of hate coming through on the other end here?
Yeah, you are kind of a fuck up, and you've been fucking up since, well, ever, so here's a hint. Check your club. Bye. And they hang up.
Bye. It's just a hater. They were calling for me.
Right back to that in a second. Nix is taking out their sunglasses, and they're like scratching little things into them. And because magic has served Nix so well, not me looking at my glasses around my neck, they are gonna use some magic.
What is Nick's gonna do? What are they trying to do?
It's a simple. They don't care about the crime for an inanimate object just yet, but this is just kind of rubbing them the wrong way in a weird way. They want to use matter 1 and these glasses with their writings and inscriptions to just get a feel of the matter of this object. Is this just like some normal telephone that's just been rewired and reworked, or is this made out of something that's unusual? They basically want to try and get a sense for its inner working.
Okay. That's fine. That is only a difficulty of 1. In fact, you can even add your technology guy if you want to.
See, that would be great if I had any.
Well, it's a difficulty one, so you should be fine.
Don't worry, guys. We've got this.
You got this. I mean, it can't be bad like the last time.
Not at all. Like, listen, last Nick's amateur hour. This is it. This was almost too much, but that's the one success we need.
Yeah, it's a
Success.
So you can look, and this phone, for some reason, it's just a regular phone. Nothing magical about it. You can see its inner workings. There's nothing that you can see is off about it. It's definitely a regular phone. An older phone, but indeed a regular phone. Just out in the yard outside of the frat house.
Well, that rules out a couple.
Scott, for you though, you look around and you see a bunch of frat guys walking. It's a large group of them walking past you, followed by another individual.
Can I make a roll as to see if I notice who that is?
This would be pretty high. This would be almost impossible. But what's an awareness difficulty of 4? 4 or 5?
Okay.
5 actually. It would definitely be a 5.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I'm gonna spend a willpower on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
There we go. 6 successes.
Yes, you didn't just get a success. What you got was a
Critical success.
instantly you recognize. You've heard stories about a frat house that exploded one time. That was set on fire, gas leak. And also there was an incident with also drugs. They all took the Kool-Aid and died at the same event. It was a wild story. And you look, and these guys look exactly like they are a part of that frat.
Okay. Scott's gonna tell Nix about the story that he knows about the frat house that blew up and the drugs and everything, and saying those guys are the guys. We need to forget about Lisa, and these guys are the guys. This is our lead right here. They definitely know something about what's going on here. I just have a feeling about it.
Sleeping or awake?
What?
Are they sleepers or waking?
Oh, no idea.
As you go to look to see where Scott is talking about, the camera pans from your point of view and you don't see anyone.
Oh.
Where are they?
They're right there. They're walking right by. Can you not see them? They're right there. The frat guys from the house that exploded.
Scott, you're motioning to empty air.
I'm not hallucinating. All right. Okay, you can't see them. All right, so I'm going to use spirit to try to determine if what I'm seeing there is perhaps from the afterlife or something spectral.
Yeah, you actually don't even have to roll through this. It's weird. It's almost as if your eyes are already open to whatever this group is. You can tell they're very much spirits.
Okay.
And it's a large group of them bubbling around. They're acting like the stereotypical frat guys, hanging out. One is jumping on top of the other one. And you can hear murmurs of them talking about going to a few parties.
Okay. He's gonna pay attention to that and listen in on what they're saying as much as he can, because he's definitely seeing something important here.
Yeah, you would have to get closer because they've already walked off. Like,
Oh yeah,
half
no,
down.
he's going straight after him. He's going
straight after
to
him?
follow in. Yeah.
Okay. Next, you keep looking at the phone, and you finally get a connection. When you do, you get a voicemail from Kiera telling you that they're going to meet you back at Scott's place.
That was my service stick. Scott? Wait, where the fuck? Where'd he go?
It's gone.
Yeah. You look up, you can see he's already halfway down the street, falling behind whatever this group he was talking about.
One hand, technically responsible. On the other hand, would it be the worst thing? I promise. Etheridge, okay. Is there like a beer bottle or a glass bottle nearby in the ground?
Oddly enough, you don't see any. Yeah.
I just need one college campus to be a little messy around fraternities, and what do I get? Okay. Alright. Showtime. And they'll like follow Scott, but they'll try to do it at a distance and seem nonchalant.
You follow down behind him. Scott, you keep trying to get closer to this group, but it seems like they're getting farther and farther and farther and farther away the more you keep walking off. You hear this music that is easy on the ears, and it kind of makes your head bob as you hear it. It's not like hard rock that you normally listen to. In fact, it sounds more like a groove rock. You can hear someone playing a guitar, and it's weird. You kind of go along with it. And we continue walking and walking, and you continue walking and walking. And then, by the time you catch up to them, you find yourself at an empty clearing.
Okay.
Just nothing there.
Nothing there at all. No, nothing at all.
You see hits of the feathers of the bright white lights and orbs hanging around there. You do, however, see an individual who is wearing a hoodie and is standing there looking at the open clearing himself.
Can I go up and talk to him? Hey!
Next, you see him talking to someone. You can't see the other figure; they're blocked out by the hoodie. But you decide, you look and you see someone with a pair of sunglasses on. They took the hoodie off, take shades off. You see these pair of almost orange brown eyes peer at you. He puts it back on. Oh, guy for the club. What are you doing out here? Aren't you a little too old to be aren't you like 35 or something? Aren't you a little too old to be here?
I'm not too old. You're never too old. Age is just a number, you know?
Oh, 40.
Spirit's young, right?
Oh, hard 40. You recognize him as the drug dealer from the other night. So, what you on about there? What you need?
What were you passing out at the club the other night?
I was passing out a lot of things.
I know, but like, and he's gonna pull the bottle of the pills that he's been carrying around with him the whole time, you know, out. This stuff right here. Like, where did you get it?
Advil? Like, I don't know. Like, you can get it from a fucking
No,
store.
this isn't Advil. No, you and I both know this isn't Advil. He pops it open, pops one in his hand like this. I know Advil very well. Advil and I, we get along famously, but this is not Advil, and don't try to tell me it is.
You can hear, now that you get closer to him, you can hear that the music is coming off of him. Oh. Special stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, hard.
Yeah, the special stuff.
Yeah.
What is this? And where are you getting it?
Gore, and it's a trade secret.
No. There are no more trade secrets. This stuff just totally wrecked my club. And, you know, I think you need to answer for that.
From what I heard, you wrecked your own club.
No. What you heard is wrong. This shit right here totally wrecked my club.
How do you wreck
And
your
he's
club?
raising his voice so that Nyx can hear if Nyx is off in the distance. You know, like he can tell that there's an altercation happening here. Like, because one of these tablets happened to find its way into almost every one of my club people, and now there's people dead, and there's people missing, and my club is shut down, and I want to know where it's coming from. Are you making it? Is somebody else making it? I mean, it's made of all kinds of weird shit now that I know of, you know, and he starts listing off like the ingredients and everything.
To your lips. Oh, that's takes out the cell phone. Hold on for a second. I'm getting this phone call. Yup. It's Joey. What? Yeah, no. I got you. I'll be over. I'll be over in just a sec. Alright? Yeah, no. There's an old guy here trying to party. Alright. Hangs up. Alright, listen, old timer.
Can Scott reach for his phone? Can Scott grab his phone?
That's an athletics difficulty of...
Okay.
Or dex and brawl difficulty of 3.
Okay, I can do that. That's 7 successes with a crit.
Yeah.
I'm just rolling crits all night long.
Critical success.
Yeah, you snatch that thing. You snatch out his hand, and you just go, what the fuck, bro?
This is mine now, okay? You give me the information I want, or crush this phone right now.
Alright, fine. You wanna know where Gore comes from?
No. Why don't you treat me like I don't know?
God, it's just a fucking boomer. Alright, listen. Gore, I don't know who the actual guys are, to be honest. They're just, create the shit. I'm just a distributor, middleman. I just sell it, alright?
Where's it coming from? Who's your contact? Give me at least 2 names.
Okay. John Doe and Jane Doe. That is literally what they go by.
What do they look like? Do you have a picture? Is it on this phone?
No, they look like average white guys and white women who look average. They kind of look like they're, I don't know, like white picket fence.
I'm not feeling good about your phone's chances of survival here. I'm going to need something more than that.
I'm literally telling you what I know. They don't.
Do you have their numbers? Is there numbers in this phone?
No, you really think I would have their numbers on the phone? That's stupid. That's bad drug dealing 101.
He clenches his fist around the phone.
Listen, dude, I would not break my phone.
I want to meet these people.
I'm trying to tell
Nyx finally starts approaching.
I don't have contact, so just hand me back my phone.
No, you're not getting your phone back until I get something useful from you.
Scott? Scott?
I'm taking care of this, Nyx.
That does not look like being taken care of.
You do this, Scott, and you can feel that this individual is getting a little bit agitated. You try as you're crushing the phone. He's like, listen, alright, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen prison before. It's just average. Never seen before. Alright? Telling you, just carry back your cell phone.
He's gonna wait till Nyx gets there.
Has Nyx heard most of this?
Yeah, you can hear. They're pretty loud now.
Next, will roll over and just kind of look at everyone, look to the guy. Look, I will trust you that you don't know, or that you've been ensured that you don't know. But you have to meet with someone to get your hands on the supply, right?
There's one person I know that could probably get in contact with him.
Name, number, way to contact him. I don't care, just something to go off of.
I don't know. The lady's name was fuck, what is her name? I don't know. Amber Haverty. That's the name she gave me.
I slowly turn to Scott.
Yeah, kind of college age girl, blonde hair. Yeah. She might know. That's all I got. Alright? If you want a phone number, you're gonna have to give me my phone back. Exchange for
I give him the phone back.
Tosses it up in the air. Catch.
Without even looking, he catches it, throws a piece of paper at you, Scott. That's for contact information. You didn't hear from me. Alright? No.
They heard it through the grapevine.
Cool.
Don't let me see you at my club again.
That's if you still have a club, my guy.
Shh. I'll always have a club. You shouldn't doubt me. My star is on the rise.
Speaking of stars on the rise, the camera pans away from the three of you as he kind of waves you two off. We see Scott and Nyx scramble over to their next destination. But we do get to see someone. We get to see Kiera at the club. Kiera, you arrive first. You notice a few of the people who work here are kind of scrambling around. A lot more than usual.
They would look for maybe someone they recognize, and who wasn't mean to them.
It wasn't something that was mean to you, but a lot of them weren't really caring of you, didn't really care for you at all. You kind of just were there. But you look and they're kind of enraptured with someone. You see a young woman sitting at the bar, not even at the bar, sitting on the bar. She has several drinks and other paraphernalia around her.
That's a face I don't recognize.
You see a bunch of guys. So, tell me more about yourself. Where did you come from? Like, why are you hanging out in Scott's room? We see Tiffany.
Well, I don't know. I just kind of end up places. He must be a really groovy dude. I mean, I'm really excited to meet this Scott guy.
Nah. Scott sucks. You should hang out with us.
With you guys?
Yeah.
And why should I do that?
Way better than that sucker. He can't even run a club. Oh yeah, he's a bit of a party pooper. That too. Also, his hair, he wears it very long, but like, we know he's balding up top. Kind of like that one movie producer, like the one who made The Room. That guy. He's kind of like that guy. If you put a leather jacket on him. Then you don't have.
I think I'm gonna stick around for Scott. I mean, he's piqued my interest. Very.
No, they have the description pretty accurate.
Tiffany, you see a very best way to put this? You see a very delicate individual.
Um,
Very the word cute comes to mind. Not as cute as you are, because you're the cutest. But this person would probably take a close second. They look adorable. Almost like a young boy trying to be an adult. Kind of very frail, but not frail. The type that you would probably want to pinch his cheeks.
Oh, honey, you're so cute. And I do pinch his cheeks.
they kind of like swat the hands away. The only person who does that is my grandmother.
Oh, I could probably be your grandmother. Oh, but he doesn't know.
My grandmother is a little crazy. You don't seem crazy to me.
Really? Let's change that.
You want me to think you're crazy?
I mean, what's wrong with crazy? That's exciting.
It's dangerous. I don't do
Meh.
dangerous.
Kiera, what's in... let me see. You don't know celebrities that much. Not your thing, but wits and awareness. Actually, you have EDAC memory, so you do probably remember this. But to get the correct information, wits and awareness are supposed to get free. Someone
That's a
mentioned
success.
that is success. It doesn't dawn on
Success.
you at first, but with success like that, someone's playing around with the music. What is it? Where is it? It's then you realize they turn to a certain song by a singer, by someone they call the shooting star Tiffany. And you remember your mother played this album over and over again. She talked about how great Tiffany was. In fact, she even talked about that one time she went to a Tiffany concert. And then you look, and this person is a dead ringer to Tiffany. Down to the hair, the outfit. She kind of looks like Rainbow Bright met Jim, and just spectacular. Straight off your mom's album cover.
I think I know who you are.
Who doesn't?
Well, I'm not usually up on the pop culture thing.
One of the guys kind of laughed. I don't know who she is. I just know she's pretty. Yeah.
I'll give him like a glare, like,
I'm sorry. I'm not as hip. I'm sorry. And you guys kind of probably also don't know who you are, but they're going to fake it as much as possible, and they kind of push him away. And you're like, oh, dude, fuck off. She's Tiffany. Tiffany.
well, if you don't know, now you know. Because this is my song.
You kind of hear
That's so.
a few songs being changed over. But you do know it's Tiffany, and in fact, you can remember. You remember that one media drop where one of your subscribers requested that you watch and reacted to one of her music videos.
I guess their name was Stream Daddy.
No, not Stream Daddy.
Oh. my mysterious benefactor. Well, now that I've had a moment to think about it, definitely recognize you. The
Excellent.
statement is fairly accurate. Now, you definitely look remarkable for your age.
Oh, thank you. I mean, you're.
What are
kind
you
of a
doing
curve
in
for
such a
little
drab
guy.
place? Yes. Everyone seems to think I'm small and adorable. But what are you doing in a drab budget bin club like this?
Well,
No
honey,
offense to you. And they motion to like the workers. It's Scott's fault, not yours.
Oh, yeah. He sucks. Yeah, he really does suck.
I mean, he couldn't even afford decent security for his own event.
sometimes you just wake up places and you gotta make the best of it.
Yeah. Kind of like that time I woke up in Ron's mom's bed. Pretty cool time. Pretty cool time. And you see the guy who's named Ron. Wait. Ben, did you fuck my mom? And out of nowhere, the two of them started scrapping and just start fighting on the other side as you two are trying to have this conversation.
Classic.
Look, entertainment. Now all we need is a few drinks.
Yes, drinks. Who wants to buy me a drink?
And
What time is it? Who cares?
you don't even need to even ask this question. You just see more bottles being put right beside you. And a lot of these are top shelf, behind the bar, the secret hidden stats sort of things. They got make sure to get you the strong stuff.
Would you like one, little boy? What was your name again?
Oh, I never properly introduced myself. My name is Kiera Miracle,
Ah, Cutie
but I
Patootie.
normally go by Kiera.
I'm gonna call you Cutie.
You do recognize the name Marigold.
I do?
You do. Vaguely. It's very vague. Marigold. You remember a witch by the name called herself Marigold. This person had similar features. It gotta be more like a grandma at this age now, from what you can tell. Would you
The long line of witches.
long line of darker shade of green sort of witch? She tried to be more.
Am I right?
That is what some would call the older members of my family. I don't normally associate with the title of witch.
Ah. Well, I mean, they're pretty cool. Pretty dark and scary witches, not like me.
I mean, the world always has two sides, the bright and cheery and they kind of like motion over to a dark corner instead of towards themselves, the dark and scary.
Nick,
Oh,
as
I
you say
feel
this,
scary, Kieran.
Kieran, as you say this, you hear in the back of your mind, are you really going to refer to me as Scott? That's scary. I'm not scary. Not that dark. Well, it can't be, but you will let me do what I gotta do. So here we are, and also, oof. Why did the highlighter factory explode on this one?
I have to excuse myself for a moment. I have to go to the restroom.
You never let me have any fun with people. Also, where's your Ascension was 11% cheese only because like, if I gotta keep staring at that, I'm gonna go blind.
Okay, well, I'll be waiting,
Eh.
sweetie. What I was
Her
gonna
face is
say.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say their face is, cherry red. They're not used to, like, compliments and stuff.
She'll think that's pretty cute.
Tiffany,
She'll just be like,
you get a sense that something is off. You've felt this before. That weird. The kids would say the vibes are not immaculate. The vibes are off. Someone is souring your vibe. It's coming from outside the club.
I think the vibe's off.
Yes.
Okay. From Kieran?
Not from Kieran. You can tell. There's something off about Kieran too, but that's not the vibe that's off. It's coming from outside. Like it's walking
Okay.
up.
I'll kind of like look around and be like, can't have that. The last thing I need and like is a buzzkill. I'll just look around.
You look around. You can't see anyone that in particular inside. You've been hanging around them for a few hours. They've been getting liquored up. They've been trying to liquor you up. So you can tell it's not from them, but you hear these footsteps. Loud, echoing footsteps. It's almost as if your music has stopped to the sound of them walking in here. You look over and you see a man in a suit and tie, very coiffed black hair, features that make him scarily average, nothing defining. Glasses that don't actually show his eyes, and that weird straight tie that is way too straight. Nothing's out of place about this one. You see Maxwell, the buzzkill.
Is Kiera still here for that? Or have they already departed for the bathroom?
You've already departed for the bathroom.
Can I kind of magically turn up the music
Oh yeah, that's not
and
a
put it
problem.
on like the brightest, cheeriest song?
Yeah, difficulty of 2. So
What's
for you,
the-
you're going to use your Arete plus your highest fear that you're using for this spell. For this sort of festivities, it's
Mine?
it could either be mine. You can also use forces if you're trying to go pyrotechnics. You can even use matter if you have matter. You just tell me what it is. What type of effect you're
You
trying to
technically
do.
use correspondence as well.
Correspondence as well. We have correspondence.
I have force. That's like, I think I'm gonna make it.
Yeah. So force is an Arte.
Wow, 3 successes out
Oh,
of
yeah.
a dice pool of 12.
Success.
So you make sure that the music's up loud, the colors are brighter around you, and the vibes, at least in your circle, are back. He just goes,
I'll just I'll pick up my drink and kind of like cheers him from a distance and keep drinking.
it takes a moment, and then he realizes that you've, in your own way, have started the party back up again. Without even skipping a beat or showing a hint of being unnerved, he walks over to you.
Hello, hello, hello.
I thought you were dead.
Lovely. I thought I was too. But here I am.
Oh, right. If this night can get any worse, here you are. I'm guessing, what is this, a herald of horrific things to come, or you decide to start to come back to work?
I mean, can't I do both? They go kind of hand in hand.
I was afraid. You know what? I was expecting you more 4 or 5 years ago, but late than never, I guess. That was always sort of your thing.
I mean, what better time than now?
Alright. He kind of just looks at you, and for the first time for Maxwell, he really has nothing to say. He's more... Actually, he's never really had much to say about you. Anything he has said has always just been a buzzkill. You're showing off too much magic with sleepers. You're doing too much pyrotechnics. You're doing way too many drugs. You've got too many people on drugs. You can't encourage the kids to take drugs. You can't encourage an orgy inside of a cathedral. No, you cannot tell the priest to become a stripper. He's just always giving you those rules.
You know what I hate, Maxwell?
What?
You know?
Oh, here we go. Oh, what is it, Tiffany? The wonderful, what is it that you just absolutely hate?
People telling me what the fuck to do.
God.
Isn't that annoying?
I can think of several things that are annoying. But that's not important. Why are you here?
I don't know. I'm here to fucking party and rock and roll, just as I always do.
Right.
I'm sure Daddy Dionysus has some kind of fucking thing for me to do that I don't want to. So that's probably why.
Fucking hell. And for the first time, the audience has heard Maxwell break out of his regular accent to actually say this. We pan over to Kiera in the bathroom, having a partially one-sided conversation.
A little bit. I mean, they would have actively avoided speaking to the voice in their head until they're away from prying eyes.
From your point of view, you look into one of the mirrors and you see yourself, just not yourself. A figure who looks like you, but is a lot more. If you're more catboy, more animated, more. Best way to describe you is more cute, then this would be your opposite. A lot more aggressive, a lot more edgy. He's wearing a dress shirt, has chains on, very, very gaudy silver jewelry. He has a fang, a small fang, that pokes out every once in a while. He looks at you. Oh, you didn't want me to introduce me to your new friend? Come on, she seems strange. I bet you like me.
Not after the shit you pulled with Scott.
I just made it a little fun, okay? It might have been traumatic for him just for a little bit, but he's fine.
And it was hilarious.
It was hilarious. It was fun. I bet you like it. She seemed fun.
Look, if you're gonna be in my head, we need to come to some kind of agreement. I can't talk to you out in the open. around other people. It makes me look a lot crazier than I already am.
Well, don't talk to me in front of other people then. I'm still gonna talk because they can't hear me.
But you're not going to shut up until I respond.
Okay, fine. Alright, I'm not gonna say anything.
You can't
Starting
tell
now.
me that's false.
I'm gonna play the silent game. And he just crosses his arms and dramatically closes his
I'm not
mouth.
saying... I'm not saying talk to anything. I'm not saying don't say words. I'm just saying try to pick a more appropriate moment than when I'm trying to deal with people.
Oh, no, it's fine. I have people too, but I'm not the people enough to people for you. So, you know what? Since I'm not people enough for you, I guess you can do magic alone then. Have fun. I'll be here.
Fine. Soak like a little baby.
Good luck with your magic use. And he disappears, and you see your reflection in the mirror again.
How do you use it anyway? And they'll, splash some water on their face real quick and go back out to the rest of the peeps.
You come back out and you see Tiffany and Maxwell. Maxwell has now taken off his glasses and is holding the bridge of his temples and his nose, and he just goes, "All right, make me this one deal, Tiffany. If you get involved with these new mages, try to enact some restraint. Can you do that? It's not the same as it was when you were learning magic. Things are different. A lot more volatile."
How about I do what I feel is best for me?
Alright, you know what? I can stop you before, and seeing as you love to live fast, die young, I'm going to let you do that.
Okay.
I have bigger problems. And he turns around. Part of bigger problems. Marigold, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. Where's the other two?
I had Nix and Scott go attempt to interview Lisa while I attended to a meeting with Mr. Xavier.
Xavier.
One of the entrepreneurs that runs the bathhouse.
That one. How's he doing? Not getting in trouble, is he?
He's doing well. However, as I was leaving, I did notice several of the occupants undergoing effects similar to what was happening at the club.
Right.
I did advise the staff that they needed to be watched and cared for. And I was able to gather some information, but not as much as I would have liked. I have a deal I must uphold.
Bill. You remember vampires,
Oh,
right?
and someone was spying on me.
Spying on you.
Yes, they were following me around the bathhouse. They looked sickly and gross, kind of like vampires, but they looked living still.
Probably a, what do they call them? Ghoul? that what they call them? He looks over to you, Tiffany. I can't remember.
That is correct, sir. The ghoul.
Okay.
The gross ghoul.
Alright. I forgot that you currently have an attitude with me, girl. Kiera, have you met Tiffany? And for some reason, music
We
starts
met
back up
briefly
again.
before.
Tiffany, you
We
don't need
met
music
briefly.
every time you introduce yourself.
Tiffany.
And then, out of nowhere, out of the intercom, you just hear, she's Tiffany. She's wonderful. She's great. A herald for Dionysus. The most beautiful girl in the world. Everyone wants to be like Tiffany. Tiffany. She's amazing. She's wonderful. She's Tiffany.
Hey.
God. Even, what has it been, 40, 50, 60 years, and I still hate hearing that.
Oh, you love it, Maxwell.
You know, if I still could dream and have nightmares, that would be it. That would be my one. That would be my hell. Just hearing that over and over again for all eternity.
I think your mundane life would be my fucking nightmare, Maxwell. How
Well,
about that?
I guess we get along just perfectly.
I hate to interrupt, but I do have some questions for you, Mr. Maxwell. If you have a moment, I'd like to see if you have any information that I can add to mine.
No, it's fine. Catching up with a old friend, I guess you can call her that. Kiera, now that you look at Maxwell, this is the first time you've seen him, what would you describe as flustered? Not flustered as in, oh, he's excited to see Stephanie, but flustered as in, you know how he gets annoyed with Scott?
Yeah.
That times 100.
Yeah. Yeah. He recognizes that look very much, and that's partially why they're trying to change the conversation a little bit. They pity Maxwell for having to deal with some individuals. Anyway, I was able to gather a few notes, but I was wondering if you happen to recognize a couple of names.
Go ahead. What names?
The first name of import is a Mr. Finch. I believe this is the person that Nix was looking for, but I might need to corroborate that a little bit.
Oh, right. Finch. He kind of, you watch as his eyes almost roll in the back of his head as he's thinking of a few names. Lawrence Finch. Mortimer's protege. Tiffany, you remember Mortimer. And Tiffany, you do remember Mortimer. Mortimer was the part of the duo, the more boring half of the duo. There was the drag queen, Morticia, and he was kind of like the dressmaker. But he was boring, drab, talked long-winded about ruined circles and how the universe and the stars. And you really didn't give a fuck because he talked about like your favorite moon sign, and that's all that mattered. That Mortimer.
Oh, Morty Moore. He could never trust me. That's for sure.
Right.
Apparently, Mr. Xavier has some beef with Mr. Finch, and wishes to see them dealt with.
Make a note. I'll make a note of that. Anything else?
The other name I have on the docket, I only have a pseudonym. Not a pseudonym, what's the best way to word it? Nickname? All I know is they apparently go by the Cleaner.
Maxwell goes back to being deadpan. Now I know that name. What did he do?
Mr. I wasn't provided with that information, but apparently he has caused a great deal of issues and possibly racked up quite the debt with Mr. Xavier, and they wish to see him executed?
Oh, I think I know what it is. Don't worry. I'll make sure that janitor knows. You know what? I'll let him know. You can tell him yourself. He should be arriving here any moment now, hopefully. From what you're telling me. It shouldn't be gone too long. And maybe
Hopefully not.
he can babysit this one. He looks over to Tiffany.
It doesn't seem like she really needs an idiot. It's not my business.
No.
The
No.
only thing I'm curious about, I've seen a lot of a particular symbol floating around, a blue flame. Does that ring any bells?
Tiffany, intelligence, either intelligence and occult, or wit and streetwise. Either way, it's going to be difficulty of 4.
Wits and streetwise.
Someone is not flipping the music. What?
Difficulty 4, you said?
Yes. What is up here?
5 successes.
5 successes. With that many successes,
Success.
you remember a biker gang with that symbol. You used to ride on the back of one of their bikes. Daredevil, loved their music. Spitfire. You remember the name.
Oh, Spitfire! Some cool dudes.
A bunch of weirdos.
Like the old British airplane?
What do you remember of them?
No.
They were a biker gang that got into your neck of the woods every so often. A lot of strange drugs. Some of them might have been able to turn into wolves. Some of them might have started talking to blue flames. The details, not important. You just know they really know how to party.
They always provided the party. They were fucking wild. Wild animals, literally. It was great.
They named themselves after a plane. Weird. Anyway. Do you know if they would have any contacts in the city?
Probably. I mean, they always had contacts around wherever I was. I mean, and I end up here. Wherever the party is, you know. That's where they go. That's where they make the money.
Speaking of
Get the
where the
customers.
party goes, it doesn't take you two too long. You finally get there. Scott, you get in there first. It's a long trek back. Not too long, but long enough for you guys to ponder your existence and the fact that you two are not what's happening amongst college students.
Well, you know, give us a chance.
I am just a director and storyteller. I cannot, no judgments here.
I mean,
It's just-
this town's just getting started knowing Scott Travers and what he's capable of.
Uh-huh. I'm telling you, you should have ordered some of these wings, because let me tell you, when Paradox is breathing down your fucking neck, these are really great. Want them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nick's just like pulls out some wings from a box they had demanded they stop by to grab.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, here, come on. There you go.
He's just like, just gets that wing sauce all over his mouth.
Okay, don't choke on bone, okay?
I got it.
Scott, resolve your
Like I've
composure.
never had wings before. Oh no.
Resolve
I mean,
your
Scott,
composure.
I'm not gonna lie. Without the getup, I would assume that you're a person that did nothing except sit in a padded room for 20-something years and ate nothing but saltines. No offense.
Wow, that's a sick burn there, Nix. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
There's no reason for that.
yeah. Scott,
They literally have the universe.
Difficulty of what?
Difficulty of 4 as you walk in.
Wow. Yeah, that's a failure.
Yeah. As you're about to
Failure.
swing, and you do eat this wing, it is the greatest wing that you've ever tasted. And then dramatically,
Best wing.
you look over, you see Kiera, and you're just like, oh, yeah, Kiera, there. You keep eating your wing. Oh, there's Maxwell. And then finally,
Oh God. He just like he sees Maxwell and goes, "Oh God!" And then
that's not what hits you. What hits you instantly is you see the young woman sitting on the table, and then you choke because you go back a few months ago. Back in the town, we don't know. It's been redacted. Scott doesn't want us to know where he's from, but we do see him with what looks to be like a coffin. All right, Scotty boy. Just one thing, one rule, okay? For this club, you keep this box closed.
okay,
Keep it closed. Just keep it in the club. It will give you all the success you need.
okay,
It's lucky. The moment you open it, you will receive nothing but bad luck for the club.
okay. Got it.
You remember dropping this coffin the moment you hit the club. And opening it, the contents scattered.
Yeah,
You try to hurry up and close it back up.
yeah.
You rushed it back upstairs. You threw it in one of the rooms upstairs. And you're just like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It was just 10-second rule.
That's right. That's right. It's still good. Yeah.
You remember briefly a bunch of strings of bad luck started happening.
Yeah.
And then every so often, you thought you saw a woman face in mirrors. And also on the screens. And all your tech. In fact, you even heard this woman singing while you were listening to your death metal.
Yeah. In the background somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just hear, hi. Welcome, Tiffany. Tiffany, she's great. She's amazing. She's Tiffany. She's awesome. She's cool. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's everything you're not. She's great. And this would go on even while you're listening to the loudest of death metals. Your favorite death metal singers will start singing about Tiffany after a while. You're just like, oh my god, who the fuck is Tiffany? So you thought, you know what? I'm already got bad luck. No one's gonna notice. And you tried to throw out the coffin with the content in it. You chuck it. It's
Yeah.
like, it's fine, whatever.
That's right.
You look
Get rid of the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, you look at the coffee, you see a young woman, you're just like, I don't care. You shut the coffee, you bury it. Yeah, it's cool. She's now sitting on your counter as you're choking on this amazing wing.
Yeah. Yeah. He pulls the bone out. Hey! Who's the new girl? He's got to pretend he hasn't seen this face before.
Oh, her name's Tiffany.
Do I know you? Have we met before?
Doesn't. I mean, you're probably a fan.
I know I've seen you around. I recall you from somewhere. I'm Scott. I own this place. I mean,
You're Scott?
I'm Scott.
Oh my gosh.
I'm Scott. And he goes
You're
over and
totally
he like gives her a
Scott.
hug. It's been so long. I don't know where I know you from, but it's just, yeah, it's good to see you. I mean, we need to get you in some leather and lace, but you know, yeah, I'm glad to see you here.
Mr. Travers. Mr. Travers. Mr. Travers. You see Maxwell's like snapping at you.
He's ignoring Maxwell. He's just
Not
like, he
now,
has no
Maxwell.
time. Yeah, he has no time for Maxwell.
Scotty, you're very fucked.
I
And I'm
know.
very sorry for that.
Yeah.
But, fortunately for you, I have your thingamajig. She'll hand you the phone.
Oh, nice. You know, he looks at the phone.
I figured out the camera. There's a picture in there for you.
Oh, okay. And he looks
She'll
in,
give you a wink.
looks at it, you know, tries to look at the picture and everything. And what does he see?
A nudie.
Nice. Wow, his eyes fall out of his head.
As you two are getting acquainted, and we have this montage of the two of you slowly introducing yourselves, and you're having this fun conversation. And Nix and Kiera are off to the side trying to figure out what the fuck's happening. You see Maxwell with his briefcase. Don't worry, I have this. He sits it down, opens it, and I need you two to make me a willpower roll.
Oh, God.
Difficulty of 4.
Kiera and Nix or Tiffany and Scott?
Tiffany and Scott.
A will.
Nix is just passing Kieran a chicken wing.
Willpower.
Okay.
That's not good. That's a failure.
Oh, so we have one
Kiera,
failure.
like, hesitantly takes the chicken.
Failure.
I'm unsure how much willpower I have. How do I figure that out?
Your willpower would be your combination of your resolve
Plus
and
resolve.
composure.
Oh, okay.
Liz just looks at Kira like, "Are you too good for garlic parmesan?"
Two successes.
We're curious as to what's about to happen.
Yeah.
No.
So unfortunately, that's also a
Failure.
you two are having this lovely time, and then slowly you guys can just feel that the lights have gone dim, that there's a hulking figure behind the two of you.
Oh, God.
The briefcase opens, and you guys hear this most horrific music you've ever listened to before. It sounds corporate, it is torturous, it calls and digs into the deepest part of your being, and it rings constantly. And then finally, you look to see Maxwell. His eyes have turned red.
Maxwell, turn that shit off.
If I have to deal with the two of you one more time, I am calling to both of you. I swear on everything, if I have to say anything else, I will rip both of you to shreds. Now, highlighter and black magic marker, shut up. And let's begin this stupid meeting so I can go back to fixing whatever it is you broke and figuring out why you're here.
Uncool. So
Did I ever
uncool.
tell you that I fucking hate you?
I hate both of you. He slams the briefcase.
We
What the
hate
fuck
you
do you
too.
want? Get on
God.
with it.
Savant, did you find anything with the individual you were supposed to be talking to?
Nyx has the very much like deer in the headlights. They're like halfway through a chicken wing. They're just like, yes. Due to, all right, I won't lie, I fucked up on this one. But while we were not able to get information from the individual, we found someone that was dealing in the club that night. We have a contact for someone that can put us into connection with a supplier, and apparently they're putting a lot of resources into being nondescript. So if we ever wanted confirmation this isn't just your average drug operation, bingo, we got it.
Alright.
We have a lead on the getting to a supplier.
You have a lead on the supplier?
We
Yeah,
have a
we did
lead
that. We
on
did that,
a
Maxwell.
connection. We have a lead on a connection to a supplier.
No thanks to
We
you.
weren't able... Scott, shut the fuck up. Or I will shove another one of these bones down your throat.
Scott, you
I
hear
like this one.
the end of your bar crack as you see Maxwell pinch that side. Continue.
We have a lead on someone that can get us to the supply chain of this drug. We're going to follow it and figure out who's manufacturing it, how they're doing it, and maybe figure a way out to either end it or get all the information we need out of it.
Alright. Okay. You have that. Marigold, you have... What is it again?
Information and people that need to be dealt with to get more information.
One of the individuals, just for Savant's sake. Would you like to inform them? Kiera, unfortunately, back your head. I wouldn't do that. Keep your card to yourself there. Come on, if we tell Savant, Savant's gonna freak out, and we won't be able to get that deal of the sweet beats and information. Come on, and who the fuck cares about some dude named Finch? It's a fucking stupid name.
Stupid name.
It's stupid.
I'm sure it'll come up in time if we need it. I'd like to save those particular options as a last resort.
Right. Okay.
The fuck did you get up to at that bathhouse?
You don't want to know.
Do I need to drive you to a clinic?
Luckily,
Listen, no judgment. No judgment. We've all been there.
luckily no. But when you're dealing with, I don't know, the vampire equivalent of the Italian mob, you learn a few things and makes some questionable deals.
Right. Continue, Maxwell.
The Hecata?
Wait, did you make them? You know what? I'm not gonna answer any further or ask any further. Anyways, while you three were out, and this one was surprisingly just here and not running amok, I've been calling around a few favors. Mr. Travers, I've made it so your club won't be shut down.
Outstanding. You finally did something for me. Thank you.
You made
Nyx is very obviously like scooting away from Scott.
Give me a second. I gotta roll something real fast. It's fine. It's fine. We'll spin willpower.
I was
Okay.
able to learn of some more ingredients that are not pleasant to palate.
What? Faith, trust, and pixie dust?
People.
Coming in.
They got people in those pills.
Oh, we're doing full
Have you ever
Soylent
heard of
Green.
Soylent? Yes, Soylent Green.
I
Oh.
hated that
And
movie.
apparently there's one other ingredient, the ashes of a vampire king? That one's
Are
still...
you sure you're okay? How many fingers am I holding up?
I don't know, I can't see your camera on live feed.
They're holding
I
up
believe
3,
it.
but they're like cocking one of the 3 off to the side to make it harder.
3.
Oh. 2 of you. Scott and Tiffany, oddly enough. Both of you roll for me your intelligence and streetwise. Difficulty of 3.
Should have made Streetwise higher, man.
I got it. Scott's all over it.
Success.
Scott's got that streetwise.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes.
Failure.
So, Tiffany, for you, it's on the tip of your tongue and on like the tip of your brain. You've heard this before. It was a weird thing made of people. You can't remember. What was it? What was it? You remember you had a wild time with it, but you couldn't remember what it was. But for you, Scott, you know something like this before. Your sect, well, not even sect, your group has dealt with stuff like this, where using the core of people for certain things, pills, potions, hell, ripping out the heart of your best friend, it gets you where you need to go.
Yeah, it really does. It works sometimes. It's a little bit macabre, but it works sometimes.
Now that you think about it, you have heard of a few individuals, especially one family, something that your group was looking over. A group by the name of Haverty, the Haverty family.
I knew it.
Another family involved with them, and from what you guys are kind of investigating, let me see if I can get the name. The Martins. They were part of this weird Freemason group that the Thanatos were investigating, but you were too busy being the cleaner, so you didn't get involved when it came to their politics and their investigations. You were too busy cleaning up, running the club, killing stuff, trying to gain your own power, that sort of thing.
So he's gonna tell the rest of them this. It's like this is the kind of shit I've seen before. There's 2 families. One of them, I think I'm acquainted with, Havertys and Martins and
Like, Nyx was drinking and they do a spit take in that first one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Kiera would have been like maybe playing with a pen or a pencil, and you would have just kind of heard it snap. Did you say Martins?
Oh yeah.
The Havertys?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You both know these people?
Yes, I have had dealings with the Martins in the past.
How do I put this? I would not find it amiss to find Mrs. Haverty's head on a spike, with her still alive.
Martins. Well, I think at one point in time they tried to maybe make me into one of them.
The Havertys set my first fashion show on fire and also are dealing with souls trapped in diamonds. At least until Mrs. Haverty, sacrificed her daughter and husband to get out of it.
Sounds about right.
Tiffany, it starts to dawn on you. Oh, right. Those guys. Huh. It's like a brief part of your memory's gone. You don't remember the name, but you do remember Happy specifically. This one bitch, she tried to outstage you this one time. You had a concert, and she wanted to beat you, but she was more like a skunk. You were bright and colorful, and hers was black and white. She was Corella, and you were. She wanted to be a diamond, but she couldn't compete with diamonds. Because after all, she's not Tiffany. You remember her as Lana? No, not Lana. You remember her as Martha Jones, who got married to some senator at one point, and might have had a daughter or something. You don't know. It was conspiracy and other bullshit that you didn't get involved with. But you got to the gossip. You heard she got fat, and that made you happy.
Martha Jones, that stupid bitch. Thought she could upstage me. I heard she's sad now, so it's whatever.
Scott leans over and goes, nobody could ever upstage you.
Nix just kind of puts a hand on their stomach, and what's wrong with, you know what? Lecture later. It doesn't concern me what she looks like. Would y'all like to know a little bit about the Havertys?
I'm here for it.
The more information we can put together, the better.
I grew up with them.
You did.
They had a daughter in my school, and let me tell you, first of all, not friends. I want you to imagine Mean Girls, but somehow making it boring. That was it. And two, I might have helped run a sting on them and broadcast their crimes of dealing with blood diamonds to the public in a fashion show, and then they set it on fire and sick puppets after me. And Nick's just got that smile. It's like, if I'm not smiling, I'm gonna scream kind of thing.
Yeah, that sounds awful. That sounds like revenge material right there.
I mean, I can provide some information on the Martins, though I'd rather not.
No, you haven't provided us any information at all tonight. I'm not sure what you know.
Scott, hold up, I'm spiraling. And Nixon's just silently dipping an onion ring in a blue cheese with just that far off 1,000-mile stare.
Max was just well, that's one down. Miracle, can you please elaborate?
Well, I went to school in a similar fashion to Nick's here, except with a young David Martin. He's never seen as a bad kid. I mean, definitely the kind of kid you could see going after, a politician's chair. Was always on school council, making himself look good. I don't know why in particular, but I was invited one night to a party at their place. Nothing seemed to be too terribly wrong. After all, I mean, it was a high school party. Until I found blood. Lots and lots of blood. and I ran. No, it was not metal.
It's pretty metal.
A friend of mine died, and they killed him. I know they did, even if the police couldn't find the evidence. It was the last place he was seen alive.
That's a total bummer.
And they had a lot of Freemason iconography for some reason. But, I mean, most US senators and politicians have some connection to the Masons nowadays.
Kiera, with your eidetic memory, you remember that the strangest thing about it was that while it was Freemason iconography, it just seemed a lot older, a lot more cryptic.
Like beginning of Mason days,
Yeah.
basically.
Like, this was old family stuff.
Yeah. All of the shit in their house that had these symbols on it, it looked like... Fuck, they would have pulled it out of pyramids. It was at the library at Alexandria.
You mean the
In
one that burned
Alexandria.
down?
Yes. Alexander the Great probably saw half of this shit. It was old.
Tiffany, give me a willpower roll. Difficulty of 3.
Man,
I
I think mine is 3. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
2 successes.
Yeah. This is boring. This is boring. You don't want to get into this anymore. We don't have to. You know what? I may be the director, but you're Tiffany. What's that? No, this is still Pro. I don't know what you're talking about. No one else is taking over this broadcast. So Tiffany, you tell me. You can skip this. You can skip this boring conversation at all. Just give me the word. Just say it. We can skip something a lot more fun if you want. So, we skipped
Let's
this
get to the
conversation.
good part.
And unfortunately for our 3 heroes, we skipped over through all the information that they could have possibly put together, and we ended up with 3 of them waking up the next morning. You guys wake up. You find yourself at Scott's place.
Ooh, at Scott's place again.
It's the place to be.
Directly in his apartment, Kiera, you're hugging a bottle of what smells like Everclear.
Oh God.
Next, you find that your makeup is smeared. You look like Hillary Duff in that one music video, the one with the mascara running down. You look like her at this moment.
Oh no, my skin's gonna break out.
It's no good.
Scott, you find yourself upside down off the bed, smiling like, yeah, this is a great night.
Yeah.
And Tiffany, you aren't at all bothered by this. In fact, you get up as if nothing happened. You've done a lot more partying than before.
I'm gonna go find Scott and be the big spoon. And just
Like-
kind of whisper in his ear.
Yeah.
Good morning, sunshine.
Hey. That was pretty great. His hair's all like hanging down and everything as he's hanging off the bed.
Was it?
I think so. I can't remember any of it, but it feels like it was pretty great.
I just saved myself the boring conversation. And here we are.
Scott, you hear a knock on the door.
He's gonna like reluctantly slither off the bed. Like just fall to the floor, like get up, kind of stagger over to the door. I mean, it's not gone past his notice that Maxwell is nowhere to be found, and that's a good thing. So whatever Tiffany did, that's good in his book. And then he opens the door.
You watch as you see a familiar face. You see Maxwell not wearing his usual regular reading glasses, but now wearing sun shades. And next to him is Linda.
Scott closes the door. It's like, no, no.
And before you get
Too loud. Who's at the door?
Close the door. You hear it slam back open. Hi dear. Oh, Maxie told me that you guys had a wild night. He can't remember it, apparently. And I just wanted to see what could have possibly been Tiffany. You don't even need to roll this. You know who Linda Etheridge is. You two have gotten into a few scrapes. Maxwell might be scary in his own right, but Linda can be terrifying. The only person who has
I'll saunter over to Scott.
The only person who has ever competed with you
Sorry.
in a beauty contest, but not only that, the only person who knows your fears is at the door.
Okay. I'll kind of like saunter over to Scott. Be like, is this person bothering you, Scott?
If you have any kind of ability to read expressions, his expression is clearly saying that he wants to say yes, but he's afraid to.
Are we all in the same room?
Oh yeah, you were all in the same room. Kiera, you're still holding on to that empty Everclear bottle.
Kiera, after a moment or two of, waking up and why am I holding onto this alcohol bottle? Why do I have a headache? And finally hearing Linda speak, they would immediately oh, it's Mama Linda. And they would pick themselves up and stagger over to the door.
Oh, poor thing. And then Linda looks over to Scott. Scotty, what did you guys get up to?
Linda, we were on the case.
Oh.
The case? I don't remember
we've gotta
a damn
leave.
thing.
Well,
Makes it
we
vomiting in the
also
bathroom.
we celebrated. Okay, I have to say we celebrated. Tiffany here, life at the party.
Oh,
I
you
mean-
celebrated with Tiffany.
Linda, it's been so long. Linda Evangelista.
You look great.
You two know each other?
You look good for a corpse.
We go way back, don't we, Linda?
We do, unfortunately. You're pretty.
Fortunately.
You're beautiful. What was it that song says? You're beautiful. You're great. And
Tiffany.
yeah, you're Tiffany. And Tiffany should stay fucking dead. I mean, it's great to see you again. And why are you hugged up in Scotty?
Bitch. I mean, it's great to see you too, Linda.
Scotty, why is she here?
Because she wants to be.
Manipulation and subterfuge, difficulty of 5.
I'm loving that. Yeah. So before I even roll this, I want to know if I can succeed at a cost.
You can. You can succeed at a cost.
Okay, because I've got exactly 1 success, and I'm going to need that success at a cost. Give me that cost.
Yeah, you succeed at a cost. And she nods her head. She's here because she wants to be.
Yeah, she's Tiffany, you know? She does what
And
she
you
wants.
know I don't do what I... You know I do what I want to do, Linda.
He just thumbs over. It's like, yeah, see?
Including your husband if I wanted to.
And at that moment, Scott. Hold on for just 1 second. Gotta roll something. There's one in
I do a long shot, but does
Are they
the
gonna
sound
have
of
a-
Nick's being sick in the bathroom in the background help Scott at all? Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Oh
Not good.
yes. I like this. The spice.
To any of the audience that can't see what's going on behind the scene, don't worry. Everything's fine behind the curtain.
So,
If you smell sulfur, don't worry.
I'm just to give a ideal of what's happening. We watch as Linda straightens herself up, lies over closer to Scott and Tiffany. Next, she grabs you, and almost in slow motion, you find yourself being lifted up into the air and then thrown into one of Scott's like lounges, love couches. Kiera, you find yourself being lifted off from the ground and tossed to the other side of the room into like a beanbag chair, and she is dead set in Scott's face. So, she's here because she wants to be. But if I remember correctly, I do remember everything. She's supposed to be dead and in a box.
Yeah.
I made sure
Were
to
you the
lock
one
that
that
box.
did it, Linda? Because
Oh,
I don't know how I died.
oh, unfortunately, it wasn't me. Scott.
Yeah, you fucking wish.
Scott,
Yeah, Linda.
roll for me, your willpower.
Okay.
Uh,
That's a 1.
oh, yeah. Yeah. You all watch as Scott's eyes turn black and he just falls over.
Okay.
We all, the camera watches as Linda's fingers turn claw-like as she grabs Scott by the chest and grips on it tightly. She looks at the 3 of you, and then at Tiffany. Tiffany, we really have to catch up. And as she squeezes, you see trickles of blood coming off from Scott. But unfortunately, I have to go and have a meeting with Mr. Travers.
I wonder if there's anything I can do. Can I, like, send a shock straight up her, like, leg?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
that's not a problem for you. You have the-
Just to make her uncomfortable.
Yeah, go ahead. It's gonna be
Just be like,
difficulty 3,
tap
yeah.
my foot or something.
Yeah.
What would it be?
Difficulty 3.
So it's,
Oh, so it'd be your
RJ.
forces and your RJ.
okay. That's 13.
Next, you're
5
watching the scene.
successes.
5 successes. Yeah, you give a good shock, and you can see that this does hurt.
Maybe it like goes up and gets her a nosebleed or something. I don't know.
It very much hurts. You can see blue lines kind of jolt up from her neck to her face, still holding on to that grip. Looks over at you.
Oh, you got a little something right there, Linda. Now I'm gonna go clean up.
Oh,
You're gonna get it all over the floor.
right after I talked to Mr. Travers.
I mean, it's gushing, Linda. I mean, you should probably take care of that.
As you say this, you hear something on Scott break.
He's like slowly coming up behind and just whaps Tiffany in the back of the head with her fan.
The fuck?
Maybe not piss off the lovely woman holding our friend right now. A friend that I still need.
I'll be taking my leave first. And we watch as she drags Scott out behind her. Maxwell kind of just holding his skull. There it is. The Star and the Reaper. Oh wait, no. My bad. The Star, and he kind of holds his hand out towards Tiffany. And Death. I gotta deal with both of them. Anyways. Savant. Marigold. We'll talk later.
I have some calls to make. I have a wedding to arrange. Well, I have some time.
Miss Everett, Linda, you cannot break and we watch as the door close behind the 3 of them. And it's just Nyx, Kiera, and Tiffany alone.
Can I follow her? Or,
Have some ibuprofen.
You can. You can attempt to follow them.
yeah, I'll just kind of like saunter out in the hallway.
You saw her out in the hallway. You see them, they're still walking out. You recognize them as being Euthanatos instantly by their garb. A lot of them are wearing veils, things covering their faces, as they are kind of. It's a weird funeral progression with them standing there in the hallway as Scott is being dragged out.
I told him he was fucked. Oh well. Go back in.
You do. Also, we just want to see if they can new followers. So you do this, and we watch the door close up behind the two. As they continue to walk out, Tiffany, you thought you felt something, but it's nothing now because now your theme song comes on. Tiffany, she's great. She's wonderful. She's so much better than that bitch Linda Etheridge. She's cute. She's beautiful. Linda Etheridge, she's a hag. Can't be like me. Not as great. Not as great. Not as beautiful.
Hear that, Nick?
Nick, you actually can hear this theme song, and you're wondering where is it coming from.
You got nothing to worry about. I'm better than Linda in every way, clearly.
Not Trinity. Tiffany, right?
Yes. Pleasure. She'll get a hand of her hand.
They'll like gently shake it. Right, pleasure. Listen, I don't know what business is, but I need to make a couple calls because I technically need to check in with my fiance and I guess technically tell my parents that I'm getting married. Can I trust you to not do whatever that was with Kieran while I'm out for a second?
Finger.
Like, and I say this, like, I understand that maybe like just make sure they're alive. No, I very much would like Kieran in the same piece, physically, mentally, emotionally, and magically. While I step out for like 15 minutes, can you do
Oh, I
that?
wouldn't harm this little cutie patootie. I'm not a fucking psychopath like Linda.
Right.
Trust me.
They look to Kieran to be like, make sure they're not like giving them a sign to not go out.
And Kieran's eyes very much just kind of like, help me.
Kiera just trying to take over.
I'll set up a
Thank you.
little VCR for him, and he can watch Land Before Time.
VCR.
Kiera,
Great baby.
Kiera, let me have this. Let me have this, Kiera. I swear to God, if you don't let me have this, I'm just gonna take it anyways. She's asking for it. How is she why they wanted her dead? I want her dead now. Are you
Fine.
ignoring me? Wait, what was that? What did I just hear?
No permanent damage.
I would never. And
You say that, but we both know what is fucking attached to me.
okay. I will not do any permanent physical damage.
Or emotional. Or mental.
I will not commit I will not commit physical and mental damage.
Okay then.
And we watch Kira's eyes turn black. Um, Kira straightens themselves out, cracks things back into place. Tiffany! Wait a minute. I think I hear you saying something again. Tiffany, she's great. She's wonderful. She's a fraud. No one actually likes her. It's really magic. Everything she does is a fake. We all know the real Tiffany. She could never get this far without magic. Linda Etheridge. She's actually kind of wonderful and great if you actually get to know her. But Tiffany, now I can see why everyone wants her dead. Aw, poor Tiffany, all alone. All her friends are dead, and the ones who are left are old hags who don't want anything to do with her. Tiffany. She's kinda average. Aw, kinda gaudy. Aw. So sad, Tiffany doesn't know that the 80s are over. Doesn't know that she's been dead for over 40-something years. 40, 50-something years. Who can keep track? Boomers all the time. Tiffany.
Well, that was fucking depressing.
Tiffany, roll for me. Actually, no. Try to give me another willpower roll. Difficulty of 2.
Oh my god, so many.
Yeah.
Success!
Yeah. It takes a while. You just kind of... It almost feels like your colors are being sucked out of you.
Gonna start to sing. Oh, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Oh no, you got to keep on moving. Just gonna dance with Kieran.
Huh. Oh. He kind of looks at you deeply. Oh. That's how you do it. I know something he... My bad. I can't get that way. You're funny.
And you're funny looking.
I can say the same about you.
Ah.
Kiera, you can feel yourself coming back to you, and then you hear yourself whisper, "Oh, that one's gonna be so fucking fun. I think I have a second Scott toy. Come on, it won't be as bad as the last time. I mean, sure, that last guy kind of ended up on the train tracks, but like, this won't be as bad."
Kieran, did I upset you with the Land Before Time comment?
Just tell me you're telling him a joke.
You see it. Kira just kind of like shakes her head, like, I'm sorry about that. I wasn't quite myself.
You know, I could always spike your little fruit punch juice box if you need. Seem a little grouchy.
Please no. I've had some traumatizing experiences with drugs. Alcohol, I think I'm still okay with, but drugs are a no.
Really?
It's alcohol. It's a little vodka. For Quampy Kieran.
Oh, Grumpy Kieran, look at her. She called us Grumpy Kieran, and you don't want me to commit emotional warfare on her. Oh.
Next time.
Okay.
Next time, okay. The camera pans away to Nyx on the phone call. Hey, oh, I'm sorry, I was just picking up. What are you up to?
Making progress in the investigation, realizing I might be in a partnership with some handful of individuals. But never mind that. How are you? How are you feeling?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Hungover too?
No, more work hungover. I guess I can call it that.
Nyx is like putting them on speaker while they're typing. I know exactly what'll make you feel better.
What? What make you feel better?
Look, I know you're always eyeing up like the cakes they have in the bakery right down the street from our, well, I guess technically my old place, but that place right by the place there in New York. I know you're always looking at those cakes and pastries in the window, and it's always like, usually when we pass by, it's a work thing or gotta get to class and all that, but
Yes.
maybe I can get you something delivered.
Babe, you don't have to do that.
Well, no, I don't have to, but I want to. So, yeah, we'll do bear claw. The fuck is a boudin kolache? You know what? Fuck it. You can try one of those.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure you get bottled water and an orange juice because I know damn well you didn't hydrate last night.
Fair. That's fair.
All right. You'll be there in 20 minutes. They want to wish me luck because I gotta tell certain individuals that we're getting married.
Oh, right. Oh, I gotta... Also, Dad. I'm just telling Mom. Mom has been... I haven't been able to see Mom in a while. This has been weird.
Well, look, I don't think it's gonna be that kind of situation, my folks. It's just gonna be like hey, I know it's been like a couple months since we last talked. How you been? Also, your only child is getting married. You know, that kind of conversation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call them later today, but I wanted to check in on you first, make sure everything was alright. Question.
What?
Do you know an old singer named Tiffany by any chance?
Old singer by Tiffany? There's a bunch of old singers by Tiffany. Be more
Uh,
specific.
Lots of self-confidence, 80s kind of vibe.
Maybe some vibe. Tiffany.
I almost get like a disco vibe from him a little bit.
Oh, gay icon Tiffany. Wait, are we talking gay icon Tiffany, or are we talking about like Rebel Tiffany, or are we talking about like Tiffany from the block? There was like different Tiffany's.
They kind of like, they're in the bathroom, they got to peek out the door, look Tiffany up and down. Gonna be a crapshoot between gay icon and rebel, potentially both.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a deep cut. Yeah, I know about her. She was found murdered. Her and a bunch of her friends were like shot up to death. Like brutally. Like they never solved that murder. It was tragic. She had 2 good albums, and that was it.
Hey, you know how they say anything's possible with magic?
Yeah.
Let's just say I found someone real special to perform at our wedding.
Cool. I guess.
Trust me, it's gonna be the biggest surprise. It's gonna like knock your socks off.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go talk to. Gotta go tell mom about the wedding and see if she will show up.
Hey, no matter what, love you. And they like do like that little like
Oh.
teasing voice of like that usual thing couples do.
Oh, okay, fine. Love you too. And before you can even hear it off, yeah, I'm looking for Mrs. Marigold, and that's the end of the conversation.
They kind of look at their phone. They slowly open the bathroom door, and anyone can see they're peeking out, looking at Tiffany and Kieran.
Kiera's on their, like, they're texting away on their phone, letting Buck know that, they're okay, alive. Maybe
How we
sending
doing?
Saint a message, letting Saint know that, he's alive, asking for an update on what happened at the bathhouse, minus the raunchy details.
How we doing in here, kids?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm just trying to, check in with the fam.
Please never say the word fam again.
Yeah, I don't like it myself. It just slipped out. I'm sorry, some of my online friends wear off on me.
Too much info.
Line? What line?
Hey.
On the internet?
Hey, Tiffany. You know what you need?
Everything, baby. The whole
Okay.
wide world.
And you know what? You can have it, but it's been a while, Like, your star shine hasn't decreased, but it's gotten a little clouded with some other stuff. It's maybe you need to remind people, just like how great you are. And what would you know? I got the perfect gig for you.
Oh yeah.
So listen, Scott's Club is hosting a party for celebrating the day before my wedding. Well, not the day before, but just some time before my wedding. And I think it would be the best idea if you performed at it.
That is the best idea.
And you know what? I don't think Scott's gonna mind at all. You still got it with singing. You need to tell people, you know what? The 80s are alive in spirit, and it's what we call retro now, right? It's like when we take all of the stuff that has not been focused on so much for some time period. We remind everyone how great it is. We just got one problem.
What's that?
So there is a drug going around that's really, really causing some fuck shit, you know? I don't mean like just coke or speed or, amphetamines. I'm not talking about LSD or acid. I'm talking like something on our level of bad. And as long as that's floating around, we can't really do that party.
Yeah, say no to drugs, Nick. She'll wink at him.
So,
This ain't the Reagan era. But if you can maybe help us get down to the bottom of it, make sure the party can go off without a hitch, we stop the drugs flowing, you can get that comeback concert and launch yourself right back into the stars. Ah?
People always want to offer me drugs, so I'm sure I'll encounter it somewhere.
So that's a
I would
yes.
advise it. It was not a pleasant trip.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nix holds out a hand to shake.
Mm-hmm. And she'll just shake it.
we pan away from this handshake. We get a last glimpse of Kiera tapping away, but a weird, almost like a glitch, as if there was two Kierans sitting in the same spot. And then it furthers away. We come back to a dark, very dark, medieval torture chamber. Scott is tied up to a chair. He looks worse for wear. He finally wakes up. Scotty.
Yeah.
And you get backhanded.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, just want to make sure you're awake.
Oh, God, there's better ways. Fuck.
Look up and you see not only Linda, but you also see certain individual. You see the bully.
Oh, hey, man.
Oh, hi there. You look. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a bit rough, she's not gentle.
Oh no. Oh no. We call her Lady Death for a reason, Scott.
Yeah. I'm getting that right in my ribs. I think
yeah.
she broke one.
Oh, she broke through. Three of them.
Oh, God.
You look up to see Declan. And not just any form of Declan. You see Declan in his scary death face.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Out of it. Yeah. Linda informed me that a certain box might have been opened.
He's trying to breathe to speak. It's not great with 3 broken ribs. And yeah, it might have happened, on accident.
So, you open the box.
I've tried to close it again, if that helps. I don't know. It popped open. You understand these things happen sometimes.
Yeah. And you just watch as he pushes a finger into one of the broken ribs and just digs into it.
Oh, God! Oh!
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So she's out of the box, so that's one problem. But that's another one. I heard from Little Birdie that that club almost got shut down and our stuff almost got revealed. Scott?
That's not true.
We watch as Declan's party kicks Scott in the chair, and he finds himself kicked into a large hole It goes down and down, and then you hear a loud smack.
Oh,
You know what? You stay down there. If you're still alive, we'll come get you. Stay down there. It's all 2 weeks. Have fun.
oh, God, why?
Uh, oh, try to find a way to get out of there. We hear a button getting pushed, and we hear the sound of water starting to run. The camera pans away from the room as Linda, Bully, and Declan walk out, close the door, and we keep hearing water run as the son of Scott's voice trails off. And that is where we end tonight's episode of the Neon Gore Chronicles. Episode 5, The Reawakening. Now, lovely folks, thank you for all the follows. Thank you for all the lovely messages. We will be back in 2 weeks, because next week is August Con, and a few of us are going to be in a few things. So we're going to have to post notes for that. I will try to host whatever cons that one of us is working on or working with on this channel right here, or try to host. You might see some of us in a few things. Hell, you might even see your storyteller, your director, in a thing. With his camera on. I know.
Intrigued.
Fancy.
Maybe y'all should come watch.
I know. So, we'll be back in 2 weeks, where you will see hopefully all 4, or all 3, or all 4, or maybe 5. We might accidentally get 5 people. What's that, Rachel? Yeah, of course you're getting fired, Rachel. Anyways, but you will do see at least 3 or 4 of these beautiful people up there, and you gotta figure out what happens to them next. What happens to the rest of the mystery? So, thank you for watching the Neon Gore Chronicles. This is Crow. The rest of the 4 of you can introduce yourselves, starting with Scott.
Oh, I'm Scott, and I'm playing the Euthanatos here, the Euthanatos Mage, and it's kind of a sometimes club owner and basically known to be the cleaner.
Up next, Kiera.
Hi, I am Jim. I am playing the role of Kieran Marigold, who is just an adorable little being with a horrible, horrible dark secret.
Also, we have Nyx.
Hi, I'm Mintz, and I am playing the character Nyx, a young, ambitious, hermetic, who is constantly weighing over there.
And finally, hold on, I got you. We already know what's about to happen. Tiffany, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Haley, and I play Tiffany. You can also find me on the internet as Beyblade666 on TikTok and Instagram. That's the one. And you can also find me on Vancouver by Night. I'm on the Changeling the Dreaming, Toronto by Day Tale, and I'm also going to be on Onyx Paths next week. On the 10th for Pugmire, and on the 12th for Deviant the Renegade.
Ooh. So yeah. So that is all for tonight. Thank you for watching. I hope we can see you in the next 2 weeks. Good God, it's gonna be a couple of weeks. I'm gonna miss all of you. Anyways, stay awesome. Stay
Except
well.
Rachel.
Well, Rachel's getting fired. We don't really care about what's happening to Rachel. Yes, Rachel, you're always gonna get fired. Alright? No, I'm not gonna put you through a can. I'm gonna put you in an oven. Anyways, that would be all. Love you guys. And good night.
Remember, the devil is always in the details.
Gosh damn it, Jim.
And until next time, thank you for tuning in to